minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hello, lovely people. Hope you're well. It is November the 1st. For some of you, that means No Nut November. Best of luck to you guys if you're participating. For the rest of us, it is just the first day of the new month. Hope you're all well. Before we go any further, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms as well. Matt, I don't know, heard No Nut November and then kind of scooted off. I hope everything's all right. Oh, he's back now. Cool. How you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Oh, actually, I'm not, but I'm plugging along. It is what it is.
So, what did you say, Carl?
I was saying it's No Nut November, and then I saw you run off screen. I was thinking, oh, it's a bit early.
Bruv,
Yeah,
keep the mind clean.
Well, now, best of luck to anyone participating.
Sounds like a only for foolishness to me.
Yeah. Now, best of luck to everyone doing it. Best of luck, man. That's all I'm saying.
Good luck.
Also, it's Movember as well. Once again, from me, best of luck to everyone participating. I can't really do the whole beard thing, as you guys know. So anyone who's doing the moustache or the beard thing, best of luck to you guys. All the best.
I don't even know what Movember.
Yeah, so
I don't even know what that is, bro.
Yeah, basically, a lot of people will grow moustaches for November and then contribute to prostate cancer charity.
Okay. But bro, you can grow a moustache, so you could do that. You have a moustache right now.
Yeah, but I know. I hear that. Is this something you do for charity?
No, but it's kind of like here, innit? It's this bit here. It's more the
it's just doing
that's what the moustache is. Yeah.
No, as in like people would do like wild stuff or just let it grow for the whole month.
I know.
Let it grow down hair and do the Hulk Hogan basically back in the day and all that. But
yeah, you could do a Hulk Hogan.
I don't know.
Of course you could.
Wouldn't be prominent, brother, and I don't think it would raise very much money for a worthy cause. I got a shout out to KG.
I was supposed to have a box beard and I just couldn't be asked to shave again.
Thanks, Jeff. Cheers, bro. Shout out to KG Vision in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to KG Vision and you'll also see him on Thursday as well. Won't be getting cooked this week because his team did pick up a victory. So congrats, KG.
And Rafinha scored.
He did.
Well played.
Right, Matt, you were pushing the buttons still.
No. Rafinha scored though. He scored.
Mr. Dare I Say It just says guaranteed EPO or Champions League win or FSG. You only choose one. What are you guys taking?
I'll take the Premier League. I don't want them out to the point where I will sacrifice us winning something.
Matt?
EPL.
I've been trying to say for a long time, if they was to just change up their stance a little bit, I don't even hate them. I disagree strongly with the Super League, with the trying to do the trademarking of the name and that kind of stuff. Like, I think that was morally very, very wrong. But I'm not FSG out, whatever. I'm just FSG show some love. I've always been that way, and I said to you lot. So if they just started to put a little bit more money in, or put their finger in their pocket, or find a new strategy that allowed us to build the squad without having to get rid of people, I don't even have that big of a problem with them. So I would never sacrifice a win at a Premier League for them to go. Because we don't even know if there's a guarantee the next owner would win it for us. You get what I mean? So if you're telling me I get a guaranteed win here, I don't hate them enough for that. Do you know what I mean? In fact, I don't even say I hate them. I just wish they would fix up. There's a massive difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even disagree with that. If you tell me this season we win number 20, then hey, I'm good.
All for it, innit? Yeah, man.
Put it like this. We all know the real reason we have an issue with FSG's policy is because when Klopp goes, how do we keep doing it when Klopp's the reason it's working? That's what all of our worries are. We had Brendan, we had Kenny, we had Hodgson. It almost worked under Brendan, but obviously you still saw that it's not really. It was Klopp who was the one who was great enough along with Edwards to do it. Edwards is going apparently. And then when we lose Klopp in a few years' time, that's what the worry is. That's what we're really worried about. It's life after Klopp. That's what we're worried about. So I don't think anybody.
I disagree with that. I'm worried about life with Klopp because I don't think we're necessarily gonna really capitalize on having capitalize on the fact that we've got the best manager in the world. And
there'll be a lot of regret that we didn't do more with him. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
It's like we've got the managerial version of a Gerrard right now, and we all have regrets that Gerrard never won the league and didn't win more trophies. I don't want it to be like that with Klopp, where we look back in 10 years and we're like, oh, we had Klopp, and all we won was this. Like when we could have won this if this had happened, but.
No, that's true. That's 100% true. You're right on that. But I still think the bigger worry is when Klopp goes, because another manager's going to struggle under this regime to make diamonds out of coal, so to speak. True. You know what I mean?
Genie Houdini says, for you, Matt, who plays a game in the league first? Taki for us or Kyrie for the Nets?
Is Kyrie having a bad time or something?
It's the whole vaccine thing, innit? I would say.
Is that still going on?
I would say Taki for us because I'm slightly cheating here because it could be a cup game that happens and I think he'll play around.
No, I said league game. He said league game.
Oh, he said league.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say Taki, considering the injuries that we've got. It's looking actually more realistic than Kyrie Irving right now. So I would say Taki.
Cool. Mr. Darcy Drift says, you do realize we still owe FSG 39 mil for Jota and Thiago. No comment.
You mean we owe Bayern and Wolves, you mean?
Yeah.
Not FSG. They didn't borrow us any money to do it.
FSG love a higher purchase, innit? One of them ones they're taking out credit and that. They just, I don't know, man. Obviously, do you know what? Let me say this though. Normally when you buy a player, it's very rare that you just pay the full fee. Like everyone needs to understand that.
It's only really Chelsea and City that do it.
Yeah, it's very rare that you just see one transaction. It's normally a couple, but the way we make it seem like it's such a big deal.
Well, it depends, Matt. Depends.
No.
I don't think there's many clubs that'll stretch out 20 mil over 4 years. There's not many clubs that'll do that. Bro.
No, but a lot of times.
Most of the time, they'll just pay that up front, bro. The bigger fees, you're 100% right.
No, but
most clubs will just drop that, bro.
But this is what I was going to say, though. Regardless, though, we always make it seem like it's a big issue. Like, for example, like I guess it's kind of like, what's the word? Making Liverpool seem like they're seizing on the opportunity. Because you always see that, yeah? You'll always see like someone say Liverpool seized an opportunity because they managed to get Thiago. Not only that, they're paying 5 million installments. Like we seized on the opportunity. Like, bro, you should be just paying that 20 mil up front, to be fair. And don't get me wrong, we're all grateful you got Thiago, but I just think the way how they like to say things, it makes it seem like they're doing things a lot harder when really and truly it's like, bro, this is simple. Like you're just making it seem like you've done something complicated.
Nothing under 30 mil should really go on a higher purchase. It's a little bit embarrassing that anything that's under 30 mil
I don't think it's a problem. I genuinely don't think
it is a problem, Cal, when you operate like we do, because then when the next transfer window opens, they'll still make complaints to you about, well, we got to pay for last month's, You know what I mean? Like,
No,
it's
no,
that thing of
no.
like you're
That's
adding
what I was
on
gonna.
to every year, so we continue to not be able to do anything because you're always adding on something from the other year. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree with that. But in terms of the actual idea of it, I don't have a problem with the idea of it. I don't think it looks embarrassing.
Mods assemble.
I think it makes sense a lot of the time. Like if you can spread something over a term and pay it without having to pay interest on it, then I don't see an issue with it.
But again, Cal, like I said, depends. Like if
the
I
model
owed you,
around it. It's the model
if I owed
around
you
it.
£300, you would be completely like, nah, cool, bro. I was like, bro, can I give you £100 a month? And it'd be obviously like £300 at once. It's a lot. You'd be like, cool, bro. But if I owed you 20 quid and I said, yeah, Cal, I'm gonna give you £5 this month, £5, you'd be like, Drift, fucking hell, man, just give me back my score, bro.
No, bro, it depends on your financial situation, bro. As long as I get the
All right,
money
no,
back, I'm good.
as a friend, it's probably the worst thing because you would probably let me do whatever as a brethren. But in general, if somebody heard, yeah, I'm going to pay back £20 over 4 months, it would be like, brother, you're going to do what? You know what, if anything, put that money in your own piggy bank and just give me the score all at once, please. You give me £5 a month, I'm not even going to realize you paid me back. You know what I mean? Like, that's going to go in my pocket. I'm going to buy some sweets on the way home. I'm not even going to realize you paid me back. You get what I'm saying? Like, just you put that under your bed and then give me the score all at once. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
I genuinely don't mind us doing. I don't mind us doing it that way. I genuinely don't, as long as we get the right player. Like for me, it's all about however we get the right player. I don't care how we do it. If it has to be a loan with a view to a purchase, if it has to be installments over 25 years like a mortgage, I don't care. I just want Liverpool to have the best available squad so we can start winning stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I fully agree.
I get where you're coming from. Couple super chats here. So Nisa Pongi says, "Big up, lads. Not gonna believe who I bumped in today at the petrol station yesterday. Israel Adesanya, because he lives here in Auckland, New Zealand, and asked him who supports. He said Liverpool. Made my day. Looking forward to the show, lads." Hold on. Before we get excited, Nisa, my bro, did you ask him to come on Kopish? That should have been the next question, surely. But no, big up to yourself, Nisa. And I've read quite a lot of people have bumped into Izzy, and he's meant to be a really cool guy. So I suppose you kind of got to be cool when you're around Izzy, though, because if you pee him off, then you may not see your jaw again. To be fair, so
I was going to say, and to be honest, if you know that 99% of the people in the world you can smack up, there's no need to be anything but humble, really.
Yeah, try telling that to Conor McGregor, but we move, innit? Mr. Dare I say it says next season one of Joe Gomez, Bobby, or Curtis Jones is gone for 40 mil.
I'd be surprised if he got 40 for
one of those three. I'd be surprised.
Jones won't go because he's a homegrown player anyway.
Jones
he won't sell Jones.
What's the other names? He said Firmino and who's the other one?
Gomez.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear Firmino.
You want to know something? Out of Joe Gomez and Firmino, I'll say let's just say that you had to pick one. I'm gonna sit here and say Firmino only because of his contract situation.
Agreed.
Because he ain't signed.
Well, if it's Gomez or Firmino, I'd only go on age. That would be the only thing I'd go on because Firmino is more important to the team. But Gomez is only 25, so obviously he's got a much better future at Liverpool, whereas Bobby will be 31 by the end of the year. So I guess when you look at it like that, you know what I mean? It'll only be age. Literally would be age.
I say for me, age and contract. And here's the maddest thing. Like, Bobby's not old, bro. He's going to be 31. Like, 31.
Yeah, it's not.
That's
old.
crazy.
No, 31 isn't old. But we're talking about longevity being at Liverpool. That's what we're talking about.
I know. I'm just saying.
It's not about him being old. I'm just talking about how long he'll be at the club for. Yeah.
But here's the joke, though. Liverpool will also take that in consideration, though. See how we're saying 31's not old? They'll look at that and go, "Oh, 31." And
well, we know 31's old to them because that's why they didn't give a 30-year-old genie a new contract.
I was just about to get onto that. So
yeah. A couple more super chats. Mohammed Shama says, "Big up, boys. Cal, cancel the Barb's appointment, bro. Grow the throw to a Salah one and move with pride." Nah, man. It's already difficult to manage as it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. My hair's probably longer than Salah's when it's combed out. It's just, I need to go barbers ASAP. When my mum's pulling me to a side at family functions and asking me what I'm doing with my hair and looking at my hair instead of in my eyes, I know it's time, man. I know it's time. Genie Houdini says, did you all see that even Toney video about Liverpool and how he answered the question about transfers? And would you take him if Origi leaves? We're going to chop that up slightly later in the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Also,
Indeed.
shout out to On the Judy podcast as well. Brilliant video and do some great stuff over there.
Indeed, they are.
P. Al says, should Nat get a Champions League game at home? He deserves it. Oh, interesting. Yes, I do think he should, but not this one.
Can I make a very controversial statement?
Can I second guess what you might say first?
Go on then.
I think you're going to say play Nat instead of Gomez.
No, halfway.
Okay, go on.
Based on what I've seen so far, I think Phillips should be ahead of Ibu.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Ibu suits the system because of his athleticism. I don't like how unintelligent he's defending at the moment, though. It makes us very vulnerable. And he'll learn it. He's only 22. And maybe it's a habit he's got in his game from where he was when he was at Leipzig and all that kind of stuff. But we spoke about it after the game, Matt, and you was the one who actually pointed it out, but obviously you weren't in the review for the Brighton game. He's basically a Lovren who chases the ball and does things more to be attracted to the ball rather than not. No, Bob, you pointed it out. So,
A Lovren.
because that was our only problem with Lovren. He used to chase the ball and dive in. I got to be honest, from what I've seen of Ibu in a Liverpool shirt, he's doing the same thing, bro. He chases the ball, runs out of position and dives in. I've got to be honest. And I've no doubt that he's going to be a star and he's got all the attributes. But let's go on what we've been watching in the 2 games that he's played recently. He chases a ball, vacates a defense, leaves an opening in the middle. Phillips don't do that. Phillips is actually very intelligent. When
All right, let me...
Hold on, Matt. Sorry, can I ask 2 questions before you get into it, Matt? Drift, what's your pecking order for defense then?
I would go Virgil, Matip, Gomez, Phillips, Ibu.
All right. My second question is, why should Gomez be ahead of Ibu? So,
because Gomez is further ahead in terms of he's got a bit more in-game intelligence, and we have a string of games of him playing with Van Dijk to know it's actually probably our best pairing when them two play together.
But that was a couple of years ago. If we talk about right now, where they are right now.
No. I'm not going to dash away what he did, bro.
No,
he was extremely good. So I'm going to give him that credit. No, I'm saying I'm going to give him that credit in my assessment. I'm not going to act like he didn't do that.
I'm not saying
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying you should act like that, but we also have to take in consideration where we are right now as well. So given that, shouldn't it be, considering how they've played so far this season, shouldn't Ibu still be ahead of Gomez?
No, not for me. Not right now. I think he's got a little bit more learning to do on the training ground first.
Fair dues. Go on, Matt. What were you going to say?
I fully understand where you're coming from in terms of him being out of position, because I saw that in especially the Man United game, and I saw from what I saw of some of the game against Brighton, he kind of done it again. Here's the thing though, as you said, he's 22 years of age, and I know you compare him to Lovren, and I'm not trying to say you're going to say they're the exact same player, but you're saying there's elements there of what he was doing.
It's the same trait.
Yes, the same trait. But here's the thing, though: Ibu's 22, and Lovren is like obviously a seasoned vet, and he was doing
I'm not making a comparison like I'm saying if he's going to be crap or nothing like that. But I'm saying if he's got those same traits that we were annoyed with, we can't ignore it because he's a new player that we like.
No,
he's doing the same thing that used to annoy us. Lovren did.
I hear that. Let me land though, because what I'm saying is this though. Even though that he does do that, yeah, and there are times when even I'm like, no, Ibu, like, why are you going out there? I think these are things that if I can see it, you can see it, and Kyle can see it. These are things that the coaching staff I think would speak to man about. And I do think, you see, when you like drift out and not chase the ball, in my opinion, it's a lot better to kind of coach that out of someone at a young age than it is say a Lovren. So even though what you're saying is true, I still have seen though, even if Ibu makes a mistake, as we say, he's very athletic, so there's that possibility he can get back into position. But there are times when he can't because he's not superhuman. With Joe Gomez, though, one thing I'll say is this, though. From what we've seen of Joe Gomez so far, I would actually say, just going by what we've seen, doesn't mean to say what you've done previously is not accounted for, because it is. Joe Gomez is actually the worst centre-back in terms of how he's played from what we've seen this season. So that's why when you talk about pecking order, for me personally, I would go dare I say it, Matip's been the best centre back this season. So VVT and Matip are clear of everyone else. Then I will go. I will still go Ibu. Then I will go Nat Phillips, and then I'll go Gomez. I'll put Gomez last, but that's only because you see when it comes to Gomez is not like Matip. Gomez needs rhythm, and I do think you'll see the best of Joe Gomez if he was to play 3-4 games. But because what Cal was saying about the rotation thing, I think it's making it harder for Joe Gomez to show his true potential, because we saw it in the 18-19 season when he came in and in the running games. Gomez was sensational. And then I remember when he came back, he looked a bit funny. And then we kept on saying, no. He needs about 3-4 games and he's fine. Matip don't need that. Dare I say it, I don't think Ibu does, but I think Gomez more so because of the injuries. I think he needs that rhythm. So I hear what you're saying about Ibu.
Well, would you be saying that if it wasn't for the cup game? Because I think the game he played earlier in the season, he was really good. I don't know what happened to him in that cup game. He did look rusty in that cup game.
Yeah,
but when he played against AC Milan earlier on in the season, he looked fine. So I don't even necessarily... Maybe he was just having a bad day in that cup game. Because if I'm being honest with you, we didn't come out of that Milan game and say, oh, he's crap or whatever. We're just like, yeah, you can tell he's just going to take a little while. He's come back from injury, rare. Like,
I don't think we gave him a great rating against Milan, guys. From what I can remember.
Yeah, he probably just got a 6 or a 7, but like it was his first competitive match, right? Like he's not going to be a 9 or a 10, is he?
Yeah, no. But funny you say that though, Jeff, because you see, I know Ibu kind of went out of position a lot in the Man United game, and we said that.
Well, if you watch back that Man United game, there was a chance that Rashford totally fluffed.
Yes.
Where
No, I know.
Completely vacated the defense and left him open. If he scores that goal, we're really analysing Ibu, But it's because he missed why it's just going to go. Like, see things like that? Bro, we're in a title race.
But
he can't be doing that, bro. I will say this, though,
out of all the centre-backs that we have at the club, I think Virgil, Matip and Ibu are the best for marshalling your striker. So even though he does have this tendency to drift out wide, I have more faith in him that he can marshal their best attacker rather than the other two. Because Nat Phillips, as great as he is, I think ball on deck, he can get beaten by, but so can Ibu. But I think Ibu's slightly better, maybe because of athleticism. And when it comes to Joe Gomez, we've always said, like, he never stamps his authority on the opposition in terms of, like, that's not how he plays. Joe Gomez
that's what Virgil's there for, isn't it?
No, I know, but Joe Gomez
You're normally playing against one striker. So as long as Virgil's there, then you're all right in that regard. I get what you look. Listen, anyone who says anything else, I'm not even going to argue with you. This is all opinions. But for me, off of Nat, even when Nat came on the other day for that 45 minutes, he's still carrying on last season's form. I know he lacks the pace for the high line, but he's a brilliant defender. Like, he really is a brilliant defender. You see, when you're battening down the hatches and you're trying to see out a game, I'd feel way safer with him than Ibu. I've got to be honest. If it was like half an hour of defending, if there was like half an hour of defending in a game to see the game out, I'm way more comfortable with Phillips than Ibu. I've got to be completely honest.
I think it depends who you're playing. I think it depends who we're playing. I think if you're playing a team like Man City, I think we could be in trouble with Phillips. I think if you're playing a team like a Burnley or someone like that, then Nat's the man.
And again, I think it comes, Carl's right. It comes into opposition.
And
I think this is where we're blessed. No, but Jeff, hear me out.
What if Ibu chases one of those movement players from the Man City out position? Because that's what they do. They make all that movement and Ibu's going to go chase that and leave all the space.
But I hear that. We haven't seen that yet. But I know what you're saying. He does have that tendency. So you're going by law of averages. He probably would do that. And remember, Man United, we kind of made that kind of, what's the word? That point for them where we're going to play halfway line football. And you can run in behind if you want to, but we're confident in our ability that we can get at you. So that's why I kind of, even though I know I saw it against Man United, I'm kind of trying to move it to one side. I think Brighton's probably a better example.
Man, you were so poor in that game. I'm trying not to use that as a barometer.
No, that's what I'm kind of using.
Terrible in that.
That's what I'm kind of using Brighton. I mean? But I'd arguably say, even though Virgil was better than Ibu, I just felt like there's only so many times even a centre back as great as Ibu is or Virgil, and I think Virgil had a better game, can kind of help you because the midfield was just getting cut open 24/7. Like, it was just, so imagine, like, no matter how great your defender is, if you're going to have midfield runners and attackers running at you, your defenders can only do so much, as great as they are. And I think that's what happened on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
someone
think
put
there's
it
fair
best in the
points.
comments, horses for courses. I guess that's why we've got so many different types of defenders.
Yeah.
That it's cool that we
Yeah.
can play different
We
defenders in
can
different
rotate
times.
for real.
But
It's
that
finding the best
that
combo.
Ibu thing, it worries me. And I have no doubt he'll become a great defender and it can be coached out of him. But at this current moment, I don't like how much he follows the ball. I don't like it.
I'm not
He's like
worried
a
yet.
magnet to it as soon as
No,
it comes
I'm not
near
worried
him.
yet because
He's
that's
played
his
less than
fourth
5.
game.
Yeah, I was going to say he's played less than
Fourth
5
game?
Yeah,
games.
but guys, that type of stuff isn't about games. That's about how you play. That
No,
isn't
but
a rusty thing. That's the
No,
actual
but
how
the
you
back
It's also
play.
line-
about the system as well, Drift,
And
what's around him.
understanding. So Trent needs to you know what it is? Yeah, it's simple things as like the players
It
around
looks like
you.
a habit to me. Sorry
No,
to
no,
cut
no,
him out.
but
It looks
he-
like a habit if I'm
But
being
there's
honest.
a few times I even saw Virgil and Trent both speaking to him. And remember, the more you play with someone, as we already know, yeah, it's those tendencies of your teammates. So you kind of know. So Trent knows. You might have to remind Ibu, I've got this, don't worry. Or Virgil be like, no. It's them tendencies where he will understand and be like, yeah, I don't even need to do that no more. And I think it will come with game experience. I guarantee you, by the end of this season, we won't be talking like Ibu like that. Even if he still does it once or twice a game, it won't be like the Man United or the Brighton game. I like to think that he will learn from that personally.
Gonna get through some more super chats and then move on to Mr. Jude Bellingham. If you haven't already, people, do smash the like button, please. Smash that like button. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says Mo to Real Madrid and we get Fede Valverde plus 50 mil, only way we sell. To me, I'll be honest, that still doesn't feel like a good deal.
I
No.
like Valverde,
Nothing
but
where Mo's got to leave is a good deal.
Mo ain't
Yeah.
leaving. Fam.
Right,
Let's
unless
get
we get-
Valverde.
Unless we're selling Mo and we're getting bloody Haaland, Bellingham, and one other player, even then I'm still thinking, do we not?
Don't need to sell. Keep your best players and then add.
Rahil says, are we going to say the same about Hendo's position on the weekend? He's supposed to be captain. Ibu played 3 flipping games. Again,
Henderson wasn't out of position. He's chasing and helping. There's a big difference.
I don't.
yeah,
I'm not.
When you've got to cover the right back and do this and do that, that isn't the same as being a
we're going to
centre-back.
speak about midfield later on in the show. And
Yeah.
where
So
we're at
something I
the
would say
moment
for real.
and how we can sort of rectify some of the issues. Pete
Hendo
Al says, I
carried that
agree.
midfield.
I agree, but you get game intelligence from playing. Very true.
That's true. But that's why I want him on the coaching field for a little while. That's what I'm saying. I want him to like be running drills and training and let's kind of get him out of that habit. Then he can come back in the team. Remember, Fabinho never started playing until November, December. Robbo never come in the team till January in their first season because Klopp needed them to get used to how we play.
Robbo's November, December time.
I'm sure it was like the turn of the year before Robbo really started to play, bro.
No, it's because it was when Moreno got injured, so it might have been December.
It's still a long time for him to get to the point where Klopp felt like he was ready to come in. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Raul says Drift Ibu ain't had half the football like Joe at Preston. Ibu was good against Norwich, Palace, and United. One game, mate. Aspect Limit says
I'm not even saying he was bad, by the way. I'm saying I don't like that habit of chasing the ball and leaving gaps in the defense that a good team will exploit. Big difference. I never said he performed poorly. I didn't say he was rubbish or anything. There's a difference.
Aspect said with Gomez, it's a form thing. With Ibu, it's a coaching thing. Therefore, I'd put Gomez ahead of Ibu in the pecking order at the moment. Fair enough.
I agree.
That's a fair comment.
Ty says Gomez always takes long to get into form, which again is true as well.
Fair enough.
And then Bassett says we have 5 top centre backs with Bless. Remember Kabak and Reese. I don't want to shade anyone, but yeah, this is the best we've been centre back wise since I can remember.
It is, and we should be. I know, obviously, we're always going to pick holes because that's what we do on this channel, and we're very honest, and the people in the comments are very honest as well. But I just think, even though there are going to be holes and little complaints, we just got to remember, as that person just said, we got 5 centre backs, and it's been a while since we've had 5 centre backs, and they are all quality for different reasons. Like you got your legendary Virgil van Dijk, you got your world-class Joel Matip, you've got your up-and-coming centre-back like Ibu, you've got your Nat Phillips, who's the homegrown, who doesn't go down, and you got your Joe Gomez, who on his day is as good as anyone. So we just got to be more supportive, and there's going to be times when Klopp does get the combination wrong, but I guess we just got to stick with it because I'd rather have these 5 centre-backs and they might have this one or game or wherever compared to what we had last season, where Reece Williams was called upon like he was the savior, and somehow we managed to get through that. So I understand where man's coming from.
Indeed. Right, let's talk about the main topic. So I'm trying to find an image. I'm going to see if I can find it. We have to speak about these things, obviously, because we're a fan channel. It kind of annoys me that we do speak about it because we're kind of hurting ourselves more than anyone else. But at the same time, we have to address it. Today, or should I say over the weekend, news came out about Jude Bellingham. We've all spoken about Jude Bellingham on the channel. We all rate him really highly. We all think he's great. But we're also not naive in thinking that if we were to get Bellingham, it's just going to be because we click our fingers and it happens. Now, I'm going to bring up an image on the screen, guys, and it will basically have the quote from Craig Hignett, I believe it was, who came out with this information. And I want to kind of get your thoughts on what he's saying, what you think about how reliable it is. But this is what he said. I think I've heard it on good authority. I can't say where I've heard it from, but apparently he has been saying that he's Liverpool bound. Whether that is January or whether that is the end of the season isn't sure yet, but I think I have it on good authority that is almost a cert. All right, I'm not even going to answer the question of, should we get Jude Bellingham? It's a no-brainer. If Jude Bellingham's available and we can get him, let's get him. Guys, are we getting, we're not getting Jude Bellingham, are we? I hate to just be that guy, but it's not happening, is it?
That was the best let me get you hyped with a get-out clause I've ever seen in my life.
We get clipped up.
I can't tell you who told me.
Yeah.
But I have it on good authority, which remember, good authority means it could be wrong, but I'm going to tell you now. Bro, come on, man. You love to see it. That was great. I actually applaud that. We ain't getting Jude Bellingham. I do believe Jude Bellingham wants to come Liverpool. He's a Liverpool fan. He's a Steven Gerrard fan. I believe he wants to come to Liverpool.
I don't know if he's actually a Liverpool fan. I know he loves Gerrard.
Well, yeah, not a fan as in like he grew up a Liverpool fan, but like he's a massive admirer of Liverpool as a whole. And because I've even seen clips where he's talking to England players about it. Like our Liverpool boys, you go to the England squad or whatnot, like, they banter and stuff. So I know he's definitely an admirer of Liverpool. Plus,
gets on really well with Hendo as well, apparently.
And Gerrard is his idol of a footballer. So he's definitely got mad connections to Liverpool. There's no doubt. He'd come to us like that if we really tried to get him. We ain't got no 100 mil. And I'm going to be honest, as much as I think Jude Bellingham is an absolute superstar, he's not worth 100 mil the way Mbappe or Haaland is. And we wouldn't even pay 100 mil for them. So we're not going to pay 100 mil for Bellingham. We just got to be real. He'd have to be the Haaland of midfielders. And I still don't even think we'd do that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to read out this super chat and then ask you guys another question. Mr. Dara Saydrift says, does anyone remember what the attack did in the second half? I guess that's against Brighton.
Nada.
Yeah.
We barely touched the ball.
Didn't do nothing.
So we all rate Bellingham, right? But we also think that we need a ready-made midfielder to come in and do a job for us right now.
Yeah.
Is Bellingham actually that guy to do that? And because you have to remember, as things stand, we're not sure if Naby and Knox, Curtis and Elliott are very young as well. Is Bellingham the player we actually need right now? And I'm not talking about how great he is, how great he could become, the fact that he could be a world superstar in the next couple of years. And in the next couple of years, he could be amazing for us in midfield. I'm talking about right now. Is he someone we should actually be looking at right now?
Yeah. You lot are going to be really shocked when I say this, but next season, I would have Fabinho, Thiago, and Bellingham as my midfielder if we signed him.
People clip that up, clip that up, clip that up.
I
He's
wouldn't.
So
got-
where's your Sardan? So where's your
No,
captain?
no,
then?
no.
That's what I asked him.
Yeah, no, I'll answer it. As of next season,
I got
when he's 32,
rushed.
coming up 33. No, you did it now. I'm talking about future.
But you're talking next season, bro.
Yeah, when he's
1
32,
year.
coming up to 33, and you have to manage his injuries a little
You
bit more.
rushed
We've
me,
already
kid.
established that he's a brilliant backup for Fabinho.
Man, you
So I think by next season, him becoming backup for Fabinho, which would also prolong his career, which is what I want. I want Henderson's career to last longer. I don't want us rinsing him in the ground every week with his injury record. And if Bellingham could be the attack-minded member of that midfield, what Naby was meant to be, then I would be okay with that from next season moving forward. And again, if there's any other issues here, then it's cool. If you go Hendo, Fabinho and Bellingham, I'm cool with that. If you go Hendo, Thiago and Bellingham, I'm cool with that. But from next season, I think we need to start managing Henderson's injuries a little bit more because it'll be starting to get to the age where it's harder to recover from injuries. So that's my thinking behind it. At 33, you do have to slightly start worrying about how many games you're playing him every week if he's already slightly injury prone. And that's where my worry would be with Henderson from next season moving forward.
Fair enough. Bassett one says Bellingham, Fab and Thiago, Young Ball, Brick Wall and Sauce. I like that saying. All right. I want to ask a different question then. Matt, I'm going to ask you this one. Jude Bellingham or Basuma and Gravenberch for the same money?
You know what Matt's going to go for. The sensible
Basuma
answer, to be
or
honest.
Gravenberch and Basuma. The thing is, Bellingham's
Give me an answer.
potential.
I don't need the politics, man. Give me an
Oh, obviously, man, let man speak in it. Like,
Listen,
let man land on that.
Your Honor,
Let me
basically
land
what's
on that.
what happened,
Man's
Your
got,
Honor,
man's
is,
got to give you the explanation as to why I'm picking this.
You
I'll
see,
give you the
basically, what it was when you see, like, basically, because last week,
Your
when I
Honor,
was,
Yeah, these man don't want to let me answer the question.
Your Honor, it was
These man
dark
don't wanna
when
let
he
me
handed
answer
me
the
the
question.
package, Your Honor. I didn't know what was in the package, Your Honor.
I can't even believe it was blue. It looked white, Your Honor.
These man are
Did I
still
smoke
figuring
it,
out
Your
their
Honor?
answers.
I
That's
can't
why they're
remember,
trying to
Your
talk
Honor.
over, man. I'll leave it there.
Go on,
No,
Matt,
do
what
you know
saying?
what? This is what I'm saying. Obviously, it's Basuma and Gravenberch. But I will say this, though. I don't know the potential of Jude Bellingham. I think it's very, very high. And it could be higher than the other two. But I think in terms of what we need, and let's say, for example, I'll tell you right now, man, I'll be real with it. If you say Gravenberch and Basuma to replace Ox and Cater, I'll be like, we got to do what we got to do. Like, it is what it is. But that's what we got to do. It don't make sense, in my opinion, to go and get Bellingham and replace Bellingham for Ox and Naby and just get the one player in when you can get two players of very, very good quality. So I always pick the two, especially if they're of high quality. If you said to me, Todd Cantwell and say Basuma, then we might have a different conversation because I'll pick Bellingham. I'll be honest with you. You see what I'm saying? It depends on the players that you're showing me.
What
So
if
I'll
I
go
said
with
Ton Cantwell and Gallagher?
no. I'm picking Bellingham, man. That's not even a question.
Oh, I just thought I'd
I
ask.
like Gallagher. You know I like Gallagher as well.
Gallagher's good.
Gallagher's going to be
Gallagher's
a G,
good.
you know. I'm not
Gallagher's
even going to
good
lie.
still.
Gallagher's
He's a
good, but
Chelsea boy,
remember, before people get carried away, this is a Chelsea boy that went Palace and is making his name for himself. And remember, we've seen Jesse Lingard bad it up at West Ham. It's
Very
mad
true.
because when you're in a different kettle of fish and different situation, you can perform, but it's mad because you kind of want to see them do it at the highest level to see what they're really about. So as much as I rate Gallagher, I think he's very, very good, by the way. Don't let no one take that out of context. I'm just saying, can he do it on the highest stage? Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I actually do believe that's a slightly bit disingenuous to Jesse because I think under the right manager, Jesse can play at the highest level. He's a better player than people give him credit for.
Yeah,
in my
I agree with
opinion.
that.
Who, Lingard?
Yeah, he's
I
a better
agree.
player than people give him credit for.
Oh,
He
but
is.
do you know,
I used to think he was rubbish. He's actually a good.
no,
player.
Lingard. No, but here's the thing, though. This is what people need to understand. And for me, it's kind of simple. If you play week in, week out, you're going to play your best football. If you are a substitute and you play every now and again, you're not going to play your best football. What's so mad is this. Jesse Lingard, if he plays week in, week out, is actually a very, very good player. But if you use him as a substitute and bring him on off the bench or whatever, he ain't going to be that great. We've seen it with our own eyes with Joe Gomez. That's just kind of common knowledge that if you play week in, week out, and not only that, you're central to how a team plays, you're going to thrive on it.
Yeah.
Some people don't need that, but he does.
Edward says player exchange is our friend here. Offer them money plus catering Minamino, but I agree it's pie in the sky. Fab, Bellingham, and Thiago is monstrous. All right.
You know what?
I'm gonna ask you guys another question.
I'd offer Ox if I'm being honest, but still.
Two questions. One, is Gravenberch a more complete midfielder? Not necessarily a better midfielder than Bellingham. Is Gravenberch a more complete midfielder? And two, do we have to start looking at Bundesliga attacks? I'm going to name a few names. And again, no shade. Naby Keita, Werner, going back, Nuri Sahin. Who else have we got? Throw some names at me, guys. Sancho. Sancho's a bit of a unfortunate one because he's not even.
So you're saying the Bundesliga is starting to figure out the Premier League's got dough and they're boosting up the price a little bit?
No.
Someone said Kagawa still.
Kagawa. What I'm saying is
Havertz. Kai Havertz.
I don't actually think that Kagawa and Werner went for extortionate prices.
No, it's not even about the price. It's not the prices. Kolasinac,
Emre
very
Can.
own Karius.
Oh, what
Emre
you mean?
Can.
The league is hard to adapt to. You mean?
Are we seeing players who look wonderful in Germany? And again, I'm contradicting myself here because you guys know who my dream signing is. It's Erling Haaland. I made no secrets about it. But are we now starting to see players who are coming over and not being able to hack it because we're usually buying players from Germany from one of the top 2 or 3 teams there, and those teams are not necessarily challenged the way that teams are in England? And should we be worried if that's the case?
I've never thought about it, but it's a decent case still. I've never thought about it, but it is a good point.
Mkhitaryan again never really hit the heights.
Yeah, I was thinking that watching him at Roma the other day, thinking he was a superstar at Dortmund.
Xhaka.
What happened to him?
On the flip side, though, you got Matip, who's done brilliant for us. You've got Bobby Firmino, who's done brilliant for us.
I was gonna say Gundogan for Man
City.
But
again,
I'll still say those players took a couple years before they fully found their feet.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, they kind of did take a couple years to fully find their feet. Still, I'm not even gonna lie.
Someone said Heung-min Son. Different.
He's sick.
He's probably the only one who came in and was good straight away.
No, he wasn't good straight away, Drift, either. He took a little time.
Maybe about 6 months, but it wasn't
Aubameyang. How can we sleep on Aubameyang, guys? Aubameyang.
Oh yeah, Aubameyang came and he did well straight away.
Someone said Gundogan. No, Gundogan's been sick.
Gundogan has been a boss.
Well, you know what? Even if there's 1 or 2 exceptions to the rules, it does seem to be that the common denominator is they need a lot of adaptation time.
Well, it seems as though it's a kind of hit and miss. It's 50-50 at the moment.
It is hit and miss. It is. Sorry.
Sane started like a house on fire and then kind of fell off and then went back to Germany.
Yeah.
Minamino came from Austria, guys. He wasn't from Germany.
Minamino come from Austria.
I mean, Kevin De Bruyne, he's a positive, but in the same way, Kabak on the other side isn't. So it's like for every one I can say, yeah, he's great. Another one I can say he's bad. Mustafi. No, he came from Valencia, to be fair. He wasn't in the German.
He did. I was going to say.
And Kevin De Bruyne played in Belgium and England before he went Germany. So he would have had other styles already in him anyway before he went Germany.
Yeah. Rudiger was at Roma. So again, it's not German players. It's players who play in
the Bundesliga.
And play there for a sustained period.
So hold on. So what you trying to... Basically, the success rate is about... It is about 50-50. That's what I would say.
We can say the same thing from the French league, though. I'll say that's a 50-50 league of whether you're
French league getting the greatest. Name me a sick French league player that battered it up in the Prem.
Giroud and Drogba. They're the only 2 that really come to my head that really played well in England.
Yeah, Drogba.
No,
Giroud.
Hazard played well when he
yeah.
came in.
Sorry, that's stupid. Hazard. And
Yeah. I mean, like
I
with
forget Hazard.
Essien's another one.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Bring
Yeah,
out the
yeah,
names
yeah.
then, you man. If you think you're confident, bring
No,
out the
but
names
obviously,
then.
but obviously, there's a lot of players that didn't play well. So I'm saying it's probably like Germany. It's probably
Obviously,
a 50-50.
the best of them all, who's come over from France and batted it up, Pepe. Like
Nas
the guy who's come in and shown us that that Salah and
Kante.
Hazard ain't the one. Is
Ooh,
Pepe.
forgot about Kante.
Yeah, Kante.
Kante
Actually, the French league's probably
you
more
know-
successful than the
I-
German league based
you know
on
what?
what
Do you know
people are
what? You see-
saying.
Kante
See what I did
and
there?
Mahrez, if I'm not mistaken, came from League 2.
I challenged the people to
Yeah.
give me some names. And do you want to know something? I said the French,
Bernardo, Payet.
the French are better, than
Yeah.
the Germans. All right, so
Yeah,
let me
do
give
you know
you
what?
the
To be
list.
fair, all the people, French is actually a much better place to go and get players from than
Bruv,
the German league for
let me-
real.
Let me go through the names here quickly, from what I've seen.
Fabinho.
Fabinho, Kante, Payet,
Oh no,
Mahrez,
Fabinho did take a little while to settle, but yeah.
Pepe,
Now, please don't
Hazard.
put Pepe in the success.
I was joking.
bracket, come
Hazard, Bernardo Silva. I think I said Kante already. Rafinha.
Wagner.
man said Bakayoko. Who else is there?
Sagna,
Edouard
Mendy.
Mendy.
Big
Oi, Dimitri Payet. I know he only had a one season, but still, like he kind of.
Saint Max.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what? To be fair, the French league's actually
Sacco.
turning up. The French league's
French
actually
country.
turning. Once you look at it,
Basuma.
Malouda. Remember Malouda?
hey, you know what? But in the German league, we need to go shopping in France, you man.
But all right, so if I said you though,
Sorry to cut you, Matt. Here's why I switch it again though, because shout out to Kevin in the comments.
Mm.
Instead of just judging on the league, do we look at their performance in the Champions League as well? Because again, that was where I was separating the talk about Daka and Haaland. Was that Haaland weren't just doing it in the country, Haaland was doing it in Europe. Bellingham's not just doing it in Germany, Bellingham's doing it in Europe as well.
Reed.
Yeah.
So
No. You know, Bellingham played in England for 2 or 3 years, so I don't think he would have the
I don't
German
think it was that long. I think it was one season. he played
Thiago
at Birmingham.
Silva.
No, but obviously he came through the youth system, so he still knows English football very well, innit?
Yeah.
Like Bellingham, I don't think Bellingham would fall under that bracket, really. The reason he got the move is because he was tearing it up at Birmingham. Do you know what I mean? It weren't like nobody knew who he was, and then he became good. We were all clambering over him, and he picked Dortmund for his development.
Sancho
So
was doing it
everyone
in
knows
Europe, to
he's
be
good.
fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Sancho was doing it in Europe.
I'm not gonna lie, though. Even though I'm not saying this because I think he's got ability. I genuinely feel like when Man United eventually get rid of Oli, they're gonna see a better Sancho.
Yeah,
That's what
they're gonna
I
see a
think,
better
really.
everyone. They're gonna see a better everyone.
And it's kind of worrying and concerning. But I'll worry about that another day. But in terms of the talent pool from both countries and nations and leagues, you probably have to say the French league probably has had a higher success rate maybe than the German. Because what's somebody, even if you look,
it feels like it.
yeah, because even right now, like Chelsea have got, let me think. Chelsea have got 2 players they're waiting for to really turn out for them, and that's Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. And don't get me wrong, both are, especially Kai Havertz, the potential is mad, but he's not pulling it together week in, week out. Timo Werner is just, I don't even know what he's searching for, fam. It's almost like Superman when he was searching for his real parents, fam. Man don't know what he's looking for, so I don't know what Timo's doing. In terms of Rudiger, I know Rudiger, in fact, furthermore, Rudiger came from Italian league, so Rudiger's kind of already 30. Mendy come from French league, is badding it up. When they got Hazard, he was badding it up from Lille days. So, and that's just one team.
Yeah. All right, so guys, Jude Bellingham, if he was to come to Liverpool tomorrow, is he an automatic starter? I'll rephrase that actually. If Jude Bellingham comes tomorrow and we play, I don't know, Manchester City at home, does he start in that game?
If Naby Keita's fit, no. But that if is so big, he probably would, isn't it? I think the Man United game showed if Naby Keita's fit, he can be sensational. And I'm trying not to forget that when I'm getting angry at him for his lack of availability.
Here's the thing.
When you watch that Man U game back, Keita was just different in that game. When you watch it back, you're like, we had that Keita every week. We'll fucking win the league.
I'm going to ask you another question then. If Basuma comes to the team and we've got Man City, does he start tomorrow?
Yeah, he does. He does. Basuma does, you know.
This
Who?
is what I'm saying.
What, over Naby?
Over
Ooh,
anyone.
I
No,
don't know,
no,
fully
no,
fit
no,
Naby, and I
no,
might
no.
still go with
No,
Naby.
no. So if I said to you right now, how things gone, if I said to you we've got Man City tomorrow, you would probably say to me, let's just say everyone's fit. I reckon you probably say to me, Fabinho, Thiago, Basuma.
No, if everybody's fully fit, I would actually go Naby.
Would you?
Yeah, because I actually believe that when he's fully fit, he's a monster. That Man United game showed me
bro,
that
but you wanna know
offensively, Naby can bring so much to
love
this team
Naby,
that
but
we don't have.
I
But
love
Drift,
Naby,
sorry,
but I'll
not
be
even.
honest.
But I'm playing devil's advocate here, Drift. But you also said you don't want to use the Man United game earlier when regarding Ibu as a barometer because it was so bad. So why should we do it with Naby?
I was thinking that, but I think Naby's performance was good.
I'm not even trying to draw you out when I say I'm just literally playing devil's advocate.
You are, but I get it because it's a good point, and I'm all here for people to make good points. But I feel like Naby was so good, it was kind of irrelevant. Man, you were poor. That performance Naby put in wasn't a Man, you were crap performance. That was a Naby showing what he's capable of performance. Do you get what I mean? Because I've seen sprinkles of Naby do that in other games, and it was like in the Man U game, it all came together. Do you get what I mean? And that for me was why, because he was breaking forward, taking shots, taking passes, scoring goals, being intelligent, making the right pass at the right time. He showed me that there's a Naby in there I didn't know we would ever see. And I wish he hadn't, because now I'm even more frustrated at him, because I'm like, if you could do that every week, we would be in business. Do you get what I mean? So it's very tough for me to ignore what he did in that game now. Very tough.
I love Naby Keita. Honestly, you might not even know that. You know what I'm saying? I will, if I could, listen.
That is so much passion.
Bro, I just want his brother to stay fit, you know. That's all man's praying for.
I was very gonna go side, just go, I love Naby Keita, man.
Bro, Naby Keita is the guy, but I'm gonna be honest though. You know when he got injured on the weekend, and I didn't even watch the game live. I was just like, I was caught up in my I'll be honest.
The benefit of the doubt at first match.
I was caught up in my emotions because I was thinking, raw. Klopp actually allowed him to play. So Naby Keita's been playing for 3 weeks straight, played about 5 or 6 games, I believe it was, yeah. And Klopp didn't think there's actually like you got to be careful. But then I'm thinking, but the manager's thinking he hasn't got many options, so he kind of has to play you. So I was a little bit like unstuck. I was like, do I blame the manager or do I blame Naby? Because he knows his own body better than the manager. That's just how it works, isn't it? You can't tell a player how his body is. That it's the player, isn't it, or the person. But it was just frustrating because I seen Naby having his best season so far. And again, like the Pogba situation where he got injured, yeah, I was thinking, oh Lord, like my man's gonna be out for 6 months. Like the way he went off on the stretcher, he beat the allegations of being injured, yeah, quicker than kicking the ground. So I'm thinking, raw, like my man's actually like, he's right. This is a different Naby because he kicked the ground and it seemed like he's out for time. Then he come back and then he plays against Pogba. Pogba injures him. Then he's back, and I'm thinking this is a different Naby now. We're gonna see a bit more of a stronger Naby, a Naby that's got a bit more to him. Then I'm hearing hamstring. I'm like, bro, like.
That was what made my heart. That was what made my heart go, because it wasn't even the car.
Really sorry to cut you. Bellingham has just tweeted something that's relevant to us. I'm gonna share the screen.
Bellingham's tweet, but are you chatting serious, Carl?
No, I saw a lot of people saying, guys, check Bellingham's tweet.
What?
All right. I'm going to read the super chat and then move the super chat along.
Okay.
No, I'll show you, Matt. I'll show you. So
I think we got one other one that we might have missed as well.
Okay.
No, I've got them all saved. Oh,
okay.
Why is man trying to get me gassed in that? Like, why?
This is like catchphrase where I got to remove the last bit of the thing so you can see the full picture in it. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I would prefer Basuma and Tielemans instead of Jude. We can offload Ox, then midfield quality depth issue is resolved.
Cal, remember what I want to speak.
Tielemans and Basuma would be great. I can't even lie.
Remember this, Cal. I want to speak about Tielemans. Yeah, remember that what I said there. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been in the barbers. I know you have. That's why you want to.
No. Because I've got some. Because anyway, yeah, we'll speak about Tielemans. And that didn't even come up, by the way. Just to let you know that, by the way.
All right, cool. So 4-4-2 made a tweet saying, apparently Jude Bellingham has been going around confirming he'll be a Liverpool player next season. And this is the tweet he replied with.
Oh, there ain't no caption.
No caption.
All right.
And
there's two
number
ways
8 is in the Lions' Den, yeah?
Where do you see number 8? That's EE. That's EE, bro. Raj.
Oh, my bad.
You are clutching, my brother.
My
Oh,
bad.
that is clutching at the eyes.
You know, I should take a screenshot. My screen, because my screen's a lot smaller than you. Like that looks like an 8 for me.
Oh, my man went full Michael Jordan clutch moment.
Yeah,
there,
it looks
you
like
know?
an 8 for me. I'm not
Man
gonna
thought
lie.
it was the 8. It was the 8, you know. What was that? No, that's the 8.
Bro, when you
I'm
said
gonna
the
be
8, I was
honest.
looking at the picture thinking, what?
I was thinking, have I missed it? I just see something that I can't see. I was like, I need to go and get my eyes
That's
tested.
how I know that you lot have got bigger screens than me. For
All
real.
right, this is how I see it. Yeah. This is so tongue in cheek, as if to say, you know, the ones Jedikas, I've been caught, yeah, or it's a thing of, you man are chatting rubbish.
I think it's the second.
You,
I think he's done one of those ones where it's like you take it how you want. You know
I
when
think
you
it's
know when a man
laughing at
leaves
it.
an ending open to interpretation, where enough man sit down and go, no, but I basically think that. What you know? Nah, I thought it was. Oh yeah, you know. He's just left it open to interpretation.
I think he can. Yeah, do you know what though? All right, Jude Bellingham. Let's just be realistic for 1 second without laughing.
Because the
just
laugh
be
he was doing looked like a cheeky one, like I've been nabbed.
Yeah,
You know, like I've been nabbed.
Let's be real for 1 second without trying not to
I
laugh.
think he's saying it's fake.
Yeah, FSG are our owners. But I'm gonna be real with you, and I'll be very, very honest. There is a way that I can genuinely, and I'm not. This ain't for the gas. This ain't for the comments. This ain't for me to be a meme. The way I see Liverpool getting Jude Bellingham, in my opinion, as things stand right now, just so as I see things, I don't. It would have to be Salah doesn't sign. Salah sold and Jude Bellingham is the new face of Liverpool and we buy him. That's the only way I see it right now. Because if I'm being generally honest, as good as we are selling players, whether you sold a Naby or Ox, I don't know, whoever, I still think Liverpool would have to cough up their own money, which we're not willing to do as the model stands. So you have to make, unless that money's there, you ain't making it. That's how I see it. I only see it if Salah goes. I can see that realistically, in my opinion, actually, if I'm being genuinely honest.
Fair dues. Well, people, we'll leave it to you guys in the comments. Do we sign Jude in the summer? Yes or no? Going to get through the super chats and then address the next topic on the agenda. Liam Kenny, if over January and summer windows, we were to move on Origi, Ox, Taki, and Naby and bring in Jude, Toney, Bissouma, and Rafinha, but we wouldn't make any big signings for the next couple of seasons, would you do it?
Say their names again, sir. Repeat that one more time.
So we'd move on Origi, Ox, Taki, and Naby. We'd bring in Ivan Toney, Jude Bellingham, Bissouma, and Rafinha. But over the next couple of seasons, we wouldn't make any big signings.
Do you know what that's
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird. These parts.
That sounds to me like going to cash converter with your second-hand goods, thinking you're going to get enough money to go shopping in Harrods.
No, but he's not saying how we're going to do it, Drift. He's just asking the
He's
question.
saying
like,
these players
No,
are
but I'm
sacrificed.
just saying, like, that level of how do we even make that possible?
No, but forget about that. Would you be happy if that was the
Would you be
terms? If
happy
we could
with
make
that
that
outcome?
Okay, so we're being slightly unrealistic, kind of.
No, just
We're
think,
just-
just
we're just
forget about the
answering the super
logistics. Forget
Just
about the
asking the super
logistics
chat.
and just think about the question at hand.
Okay. Yes, I would, because we go 3 years without buying anyone anyway.
Technically not true, Drift. That's technically not true. We don't go 3 years, bro.
Basically.
It's not base. We don't, Drift. You know we don't.
17, 18, we made all those signings. We didn't make another significant one until
18-19 is 18-19.
until 2021.
18-19.
No, when we got to the Champions League final.
18-19.
That was 17-18 that season, right? When
yeah,
we
but
lost.
We bought the players for the up and
Yeah, so in that summer. So the end of the 17-18 season is when we made all those signings. That's what I'm saying.
for the 18-19 season.
Yeah, and the end of
Well, yeah,
1920.
so I'm saying the end of the 17-18 season was the last time we
If
bought
you put it like that,
a
then,
big group of players,
Mm.
and then we didn't buy another significant signing until Thiago and Jota last summer.
That was 1920, so effectively 2
No,
years.
wasn't that 2021?
It was the end of 1920. In the same way.
Well, yeah. All right, so 2-3 years roughly, right? Before we made another significant amount of signings. So what he just said there is pretty much what we do. So I take it because it's pretty much what we do, right?
Fair dues.
I'm just saying it's kind of what we do, right? We get a couple of bad boys that we got to wait 2-3 years before we see anything else.
I would take
the
that.
Jude watching Kop-Ish, you know. Hey, you know what? If anyone does have a link, dude,
big up Jude. He's not coming on the show, man.
Send it. Why not? Why are you saying it like that? Like it's
because these people weren't allowed
his agent isn't going to let him come on in and confirm what he's doing.
Listen, you man has to have some faith. You see these two man here, people. Yeah, these two man here had no faith that Thiago was happening. You know, no faith.
Oh, but we also didn't have faith about Werner, and you did.
I don't care about Werner.
I'm not gonna. I've got to do a cow on that one and be like, "Oh, Matt,
we're not talking about Werner. No,
have a word, Matt.
But let me say this though.
Have a word, Matt. Behave yourself.
We had a pandemic though. Am I lying, people? Do we not have a pandemic as to why we couldn't get Werner?
I don't know, but there was no pandemic when we only signed Adrian. Who knows?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Who knows, bro?
There was a pandemic, bro. That's why we couldn't.
I actually saw JW look me in my eyes and go, "Whatever Klopp wants, he can have."
No, I did say that, but
and then we got a goalkeeper that wasn't even tied down to a club.
That's on me, Patron on eyes. We can pop bottles all night. You can have whatever you like. Yeah, that was me. I said it. I changed my mind.
No,
bro. And do you want to know what's funny? Is that if you lot know the video, Klopp's actually the girl that works at the burger shop, just fantasizing about Haaland and Mbappe and shit, and then waking up and realizing man only got Sepp Vandenberg.
Nah, you know what though?
Yeah, I don't need your body, won't nobody. Long as you got me, won't need nobody. Remember them lyrics too? I said you don't need nobody, so I got you nobody. Take that, yeah. Ash said, guys, let's talk about buy sell.
You can have whatever you like.
Guys, this talk of buy to sell where we discuss it as fans is like we're giving it credibility in the last 6 transfers. We are at 4 million, where we're not even in the top 20 spenders in the country over 6 windows. It's true, but let's not get into transfer stuff just yet. Let's not do it just yet. We've still got a few other things we need to chop.
Let's wait for the disappointment. I'm joking.
You know that whole thing where Newcastle have got over 200 million to spend because Mike Ashley weren't spending no money. I wonder how much we'd have to spend in a window if we had new owners like that. It'd be very interesting to see how much we'd be allowed to spend in it, because
we ain't selling. Y'all make us too much money.
we make about 8 times as much money as Newcastle commercially. So I'd be very interested how much money we could actually spend if we had new owners.
I said, my money is my money.
What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about?
Now I've just got that dance in my head. Now, what you know about that?
I said, my money is my money.
My money,
my money.
Racks on racks on racks. Racks on racks on racks. Call me the rubber band man. Wow, this is 9 in my right, 45 in my other hand. Yeah, I'm on that TI wave now, baby. Yeah. Sunny Side Up says, you seen the Anthony links from Ajax? Great player, thoughts? Top quality player.
Yeah, good youngster. Left-footed as well.
Yeah.
Whenever I see an up-and-coming left-footed player who's silky with it, I always think, FSG, don't watch because you're going to get tempted and sell Salah. I'm telling you, but I don't want that to be a possibility right now.
Heinz second, shouts for becoming a new member of ours. Ash says, Bellingham for 90 mil in a Jota style. 50% up front and the rest spread over 6 years is feasible for LFC.
It is actually, to be
Next
fair.
3 years, goalkeeper, defense need no investment for a few years. So spending 90 mil on Bellingham is a good investment. You don't have to sell it to us, bro. You don't have to sell it to us.
Sell it to them.
Because of Cal, all I can hear now is dun, 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 dun. It's like an instrumental played in my head.
Who I be a rubber band man? In my rap, 45 in my head. I'm a trouble man, always in trouble, man.
Oh, man.
I swear, Cal's got eidetic memory, you know. I swear down. I have
Bro, his
no
memory
idea
is
how he
mad.
knows the words to every song that he likes. I
No,
really
you're right,
don't.
bro.
He's definitely got eidetic memory or photographic memory, or one of the two, man.
100.
No, it's weird. Antonio Chill says FSG used the Jude money to give Adrian a new 120k deal. Don't joke like that. Antonio Chill, like, we will lose it on this channel. We'll probably get shut down if that was
For real. They wouldn't stand for it.
Nah, Zachary said you should try out for Britain's Got Talent with that voice. Pick up Kopish, fam. Nah, I wouldn't get on very well with Simon Cowell, to be honest. I wouldn't get on well with him at all.
Maybe next year.
You should have played the meme.
You know what? You know, I can't get to it quick enough. That's what I hate about the way my control panel is. I can't get to it quick enough.
Away, bro.
Rahil says Basuma dominates midfields on a regs. Naby ain't got the minerals for that. Basuma in our team will be better than Genie ever was. Unreal player.
All right, I will say this about Basuma. Basuma's quality, he really is. But boss in the midfield for Brighton is very different to boss in the midfield for Liverpool, because I kind of feel like your responsibilities might be slightly different. And we've kind of seen it as well. I'm not trying to say Basuma can't do what One Adam did, but there's still that argument. I believe he can, but I think to sit here and to say categorically, yeah, it's a given that he'll just like boss at Liverpool's midfield and just, you know, take us to a next level. I don't think so. One thing I do think, though, is that his quality, and if it was to get him, I will be very, very happy with Basuma. Very happy. But is it going to get done now? It's all right fantasizing about all these things, man. That's one thing about we do this as Liverpool fans. We fantasize so much about players who we can potentially get. However, though, I will say this, though.
We're the biggest window shoppers you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, Basuma. No, but here's the thing, though. Basuma's more realistic than Jude. Actually, do you want to know something?
Is he at the window again?
No, bro. If you see the spider, I've just had to kill, bro.
I swear.
Oh, I thought it was a fox that he's trying to scare it
You don't
away.
want to see it?
Spider moving. Yeah. Got Spider moving like Thanos in that. Oh yeah, that was kind of hench. Still,
Bloody hell.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have done that in
Yeah,
half
that
a
was
second.
hench. You did that calm. That's how I know you haven't got arachnophobia, because I would have flipped
No,
way
I
harder
haven't.
than that.
I'm
I ain't
alright
got
with that.
arachnophobia.
If this was a mouse or something, no, you would see.
No, mouse, I'm alright. If for me, it's snake. If I see a snake, I'm gone.
But the team would have just gone over.
You're gonna have it.
No, if it's a mouse, I've had to deal with them before. If it's a mouse, I'm alright. But if it's a snake is the only thing for me. Snake.
Yeah, but we should be getting snakes.
Innit, bro?
But I'm just saying, when I went to America, Lord have mercy, because bro,
I think there's only one breed of snake that even lives in England. And you
bro, when I went to Orlando, it was different,
Yeah.
bro.
When I went to Orlando,
Flipping hell.
But no, mice and rats, I tap out when I see those. I'm out, man.
All right, do you hear a quick?
He's by herself.
Where I was working, yeah, up in London about 2 years ago, yeah. No word of a lie. There was like this outbreak of I don't know if you saw the news, like the outbreak of like rats that was big as cats. I don't know if you heard the story.
The super rats.
So I was outside and like it was late, innit? And I must have thought, what was that? Like something must have ran across. And I was like, what is that?
No.
I thought it must be a cat. Bro, I went a bit closer.
20 seconds.
I swear to you, Raj, Jiff was looking to end the stream. That's how panicking he was. Bro, the rat, no word of a lie, the rat was so big, it looked like it was benching 100 kg. Fam, when I say to you, I ran back into the office, yeah? But I locked every door, but here's me thinking, remember rats and mouses? Remember, they can break their bones, didn't you? They can break their bones. So anywhere where...
they don't have spine. They don't have a spine. They didn't have no fight.
So basically, they can break. Basically, they can go. I don't know if you guys have heard it in the chat, but I think where 50 pence pieces or 10 pence,
a
they
mouse
can fit in.
a mouse can fit through the size of a pencil.
Yeah, sorry, no. As a penny, they can fit through the size of a penny, innit?
Yeah, they can squash themselves as flat.
Bro,
as a
when I
50
thought
feature,
of this,
right,
when
yeah.
I thought of this rat that's
I
being
don't know. I don't know
mutated,
about
yeah,
ones that big, bro. Because
Yeah,
a
I don't know
mouse is
about
a
a
lot
rat.
smaller than a rat.
I was still scared. I can't even front because I looked at
Yeah,
the
bro.
door. Yeah, I was thinking, but what happens if
The
this
rat looked at you.
this-
The rat looked at you like this, bro.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
The rat looked at me like I was lightweight.
You want someone give it ya?
Bro, the rat looked at me like I was lightweight. When I say I scampered back in, not even ran, scampered back into the office, yeah? Closed all the door because it was like late night, like 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, if this rat actually comes into the office, I'm calling 999. Like, I'm being honest. It's an emergency, bro.
Do you want a real fucked up story?
Yeah,
it's
go on.
Halloween, right? So basically, up like in County Durham, around them areas where my nana used to live, right? It's a lot of farms and all that, innit? So you get like a lot of like wildlife or whatever. And there was I think this was like late 90s. There was a family downstairs and their baby was upstairs sleeping, and they heard the baby start screaming, so they ran upstairs to like figure out what was going on. There was just like bare blood in the cot, and when they like looked, their baby's big toe was missing. And on the ceiling was the rat with the blood around its mouth. It had bit the baby's toe off, bro. And it was on the ceiling when they came in the room.
I'm not gonna lie. See stuff like that, yeah. If that ever, and God ever forbid that ever happens,
I'm gonna say to Robbie, boy, you should have been stronger still.
Nah, that's when you'll see man transform. I wouldn't even care what animal it is. It'll just be like.
Well, I mean, the worst part of that story for me is that they can actually crawl up the wall and hang off the ceiling.
No, they can. Yeah, they can.
No, for me, that's the weirdest. That's the scariest part of them for me, that they can do stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's why
they can swim up your pipe and be like, peekaboo, I see you.
Yeah, bro.
Like you could be sitting in the toilet, a man just comes and just spuds your ball bag, bro. Nah, bro.
Yeah, I had that work. Not obviously me sitting on the toilet, but I had that work where one of my colleagues opened the lid and there was just a rat in there. I said, "Yeah, not me. No, sir, not me." I was out.
I don't care. I'm asking JJ Abrams for a lightsaber, bro.
Oh,
you see them things there. See, the thing is, I can do with them because I've had to do them before. Rats and mouses, yeah. But I'll be honest with you.
I was glad to.
They're one of the hard. They're one of the hardest things to deal with. I can deal with them. They're hard. But again, if that was my my daughter or my son, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm chasing that rat everywhere because all the hesitation would have gone for me, bro. What you bit off my daughter's toe or my son's toe, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I'll break your back.
It's gotta go. But I would
break the rat's back.
I would also speak to Robbie or Stevie and be like, "It's a tough world out there, and I ain't always gonna be around to protect you." So.
Again, I can do that with them type of things there. But if it's a snake, don't even call for me. Don't even.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the reason why it is actually good to invest in a cat. Because 9 times out of 10, if you've got a cat, then you don't deal with those things.
No, because bruv, they'll bring them to the yard and all other stuff sometimes, bro.
Oh no, I'm talking about a house cat. Don't have an outdoors cat. Yeah, I don't believe in outdoor cats either because they bring it as a gift.
Yeah, 100%.
They kill it and bring it home for a gift.
My mother-in-law, the amount of stuff I've seen on the doorstep, and I'm like, no. That's not a present, big man.
You don't bring it back and be like, you want this? You want this? Look what I did for you.
Unless it's dead and cooked and deep fried, then I don't want it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Rats are the worst. I can't lie. You see, I'll be honest though. A rat would make me hesitate though, because they're a lot bigger and way more vicious. And as I said before, the rat that I saw in London, I'm not gonna lie to you. How can it be? When I saw it as big as a cat, I was like, "No, something's not right here." Something's. How can a bruv?
It was Master Splinter, basically, bro.
No,
you just waiting to see Donatello and them, man, bro.
I don't really run for them things there. But when I looked at it, it was just like, how can the rat be so big? But yet, it's the size of a cat, fam. I was gone.
You see, if all 3 of us were out and I saw a rat go past us,
what, the size of a cat?
Any size, I'm gonna be real with you. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to cuss me off and rush me after, but at that particular moment, I'm getting out of the situation. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
to you.
Callum's type of guy. If he saw a rat, he would jump into man's arms. You know.
No, I'm running.
I have to run with him.
I probably wouldn't even. Probably wouldn't even tell you guys that I'm running, but I'm just running. Just know that. And then whatever abuse and whatever you guys decide to do to me after that, I'll take it on the chin.
Matt ain't really scared of nothing. I'm not even gonna lie. He's got a point still, because I remember it was outside one time and this big ass frog went past, and I was like, "Rotted, what?" And Matt was just like, "Hey, it's just a frog, bro."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "No, it ain't just a frog. That's an amphibian. I don't deal with them ting there, blood."
Frogs are calm. Frogs are calm. I got
Nah,
frogs in my
blood.
garden.
I don't deal with them ting there, blood. Anything that can jump is very unpredictable, bro.
No, I know what you're saying. They don't startle me. It's more like what?
And we weren't
I
near no
don't really
pond.
get startled though.
We was just on roll standing next to the whip. I ain't expecting to see no Ross Clark frog.
No, we've got frogs in our garden. We used to have fun. We used to have fun in our garden. So.
I deal with them thing there.
Bro, let me tell you. Another quick story. I don't even know what we're telling about this story. I remember one time. This is years ago. When I was in my
Kop-Ish atom, bro.
In it, bro. Years ago. This is the last story I'm going to tell you, man. When I was coming home from like one rave, I must have been like about 19, 20, and I was walking, and I can hear like bears like screaming and rustling. I was like, "What is that?" But I turn around, yeah, and then there's two foxes like walking behind me, and I was like, "Why are these foxes just walking casually like it's their road?" So I must have turned around and kind of ran towards them, like to say, like go. They didn't budge.
Yeah,
I got to a level and they didn't budge, and I was like,
"They're not scared anymore, man."
These men have seen Lion King. These men actually think they can overthrow like me. So I was like, all right, cool. Because I'm not gonna lie. You see foxes, yeah, and with any animal. Actually, let me never say that because animals are precious. But if an animal attacks you, you have to be very, very careful because you don't know what they're carrying, and especially foxes who have potentially have rabies or something like that. Yeah. In my brain, I was like, I have to treat this fox like a human being. Man, I had to get the keys out. I was walking fast like it was a human. Like it was Brock Lesnar and I don't know, and flipping and Garner walking behind me. I was like, let me just walk past quick. Let me just walk fast. Bro, these foxes were not budging. Every time I turned around, they were still walking. I was like, you know what? Hope there's no cameras here. I might have to put on a little jog. I jogged to my house. I was like, got into the porch. Bro, no word of a lie. I swear down to you. Got to the porch. The foxes followed me to the porch and was just watching me. They weren't even phased 1 second when I got into the porch, yeah? And there was like this big standoff. I look at them thinking, what are you lot saying? Well, every time I come up my yard, you might even be looking for me.
How
Bro,
big
it was
were they?
mad. Just like normal sized foxes. But what I was more concerned with is that they were...
I was going to say, but one thing I will say, and I only researched this because I've been followed with my dog a lot, and I used to get worried they were trying to attack my dog. And there's three of them, so he's going to lose against three of them. If they're abandoned by their parents at a young age, they look for leadership still, and that's why they follow people. Especially if they're by themselves. No, I'm just trying to tell you, it isn't always aggressive. Sometimes they want leadership, so they follow, especially if they're young.
I showed them.
So I'm just saying, if there was a mum or something there, she was just hungry and you was dinner. But like if they're young, they're following you because they've been abandoned by their parent and they need guidance still. They're still young enough that they can't fend for themselves, so to speak. It's happened to me quite a lot. Young foxes following me.
It's so mad because normally foxes, like, I'm just trying to think, like, normally when you step outside or whatever, like, if I see them, whatever, if all that stuff, like, I'll kind of I'll kind of like step towards them and then they go. But I would say, like, especially in today's day, they are getting comfortable to the point where...
Get one come up to the window of the conservatory regularly when I'm filming, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
They remember there was a Save the Fox campaign because they nearly died, and then they did that thing and started to breed them up.
Don't get me wrong,
if you're gonna stop them becoming extinct, which I obviously want, because I don't want any animal to be extinct, but please take it to the countryside. Don't do it on the ends, man. I don't want to come outside and my bin's been ripped open every night, and I'm hearing them beating in the back garden and all that. It's long, man.
Yeah, when they make that mad
long,
noise,
bro.
like, what is this? This ain't Planet of the Apes.
The thing is, it's not even actually them having sex; it's them ramping. like
They
play
love
fighting
ramp
and
too
that.
much.
But yeah, they love
much.
ramp too much, bro. It's nuts, bro.
I've had to throw all sorts at them in the middle of the night certain times. Just open the bedroom.
Yeah, it's kind of mad. They are very brave, but you know, big up all the animal lovers out there. Because again, like, I would never say for any animal to be extinct, but I think it's just a case of it's just safety, innit? Because it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm saying.
safety. That's
Take
what
it to the
boils down
countryside
to,
where they can
safety.
chase rabbits and all them thing there, man. Don't do it in the ends, bro. We don't need foxes in the ends. We really don't. There's enough snakes in the ends already, bro. Louder foxes, man.
Shout out to Jamie Phillips.
Snakes on a plane.
Make sure you follow his YouTube channel. Has Klopp tweaked the midfield this season? Has there been more attacking and scoring from midfielders and costing us defensively? I'm going to chop that up in a bit, Jamie, because we are going to speak about midfield. Peterson says, just saw Super out on Google, bruh. Bye. Agreed. Himanchi says, Cal be like every man for himself. Robbie, yeah, you gotta grow up quick in this world. I'm not gonna lie to you, gotta grow up quick in this world. Ash said foxes were like, you got a time, bro? Bro, why are you running for?
Why are you running, bro? Me, for real. You got a time, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I won't on it. I won't on it that night. I won't on it that night. I'll be honest. I can be 100% honest. Got no shame. I don't want to get bitten by no foxes, fam. I'm not on it.
Anything,
bro.
Yeah, I've seen Resident Evil. That's all it takes, you know, for you to be the human that gets bit by the fox that turns man into the T-virus, bro.
For real. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to Even Toney now. So he was on a podcast, on a Judy podcast, they're called. And he said that the team he supports is Liverpool. And he was then asked, would you go to Leeds where you'd be guaranteed starter, or would you go to Liverpool where you'd have to fight for your place and not be a guaranteed starter? I saw this, and he said, I'd go to Liverpool and I'd become a main man. We've not even been linked with Toney, but obviously this will throw up links and journalists will jump on this, etc. Would you guys be happy if we signed Toney?
No.
I'm going to ask another question, but I'm not going to look down the camera lens. Would you sign Toney? Would you sign Toney to potentially replace Minamino and
no? And it's no shade on Toney because I don't think he's a poor player.
I like Toney,
but here's what you need to understand, and this is no disrespect to anyone. And when I mean anyone, we've been linked with like Toney or whatever. If you're going to come in and be Liverpool strike, either starting lineup or backup, you need to be of a certain level. I personally, and this is no agenda, even though you lot are going to say it's an agenda, and call it what you want, scorpion kicks and half volleys in finals and all that. If you're going to come in to be backup, you need to come in and be way better than Origi for it to be worth it. Because I'm sorry, you can all shade Origi all you want for the banter. If we're actually looking at the numbers, if we're looking at the minutes, and we're looking at the goals, as a player off the bench, he's very effective. So if you're going to come and replace Origi, you need to be like Vlahovic, and really you're coming in to be a starting lineup. You start on the bench, but really we brought you to start. You can't be a Toney or a Daka where you're just coming in to do the same job Origi does, but you're not tested at the highest level. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, that's just how I feel. Like, when you're playing Champions League games, Ivan Toney don't know what them games feel like. And I'm not being shady, I'm just being real. Toney don't know what away at Barcelona or away at Real Madrid feels like. Son. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I need to know you're proven and you're ready to go.
Let me ask you.
And I know Divok's ready to go, bro.
Vlahovic isn't either, though, Drift, to be fair.
Yeah, but I think Vlahovic's quality is so good, I have the faith, though. I have a lot less faith in Toney than Vlahovic in terms of being able to perform at the highest level.
All right, so you made a strong argument in my opinion, but what I will say is, for all Divok's talent, he's not pushing the front three enough, and neither is Minamino. We could make up loads of rumors and reasons why. Toney, from his mentality and attitude, seems as though he would. So does that not land him in good stead to be a better backup than Origi?
I'm not even that impressed with Toney. He's good, but
Sorry, the way you said that, I just
No, and again, I'm trying not to be shady because I know he's a decent player.
but the reason why it comes across as funny is because obviously we know you're the Origi guy, innit? So just like,
let me say something about
by him, though.
Toney. Can I be honest with you guys? Let me be honest, yeah.
I'm gonna send you lot an Origi compilation after this.
Let me be honest.
Okay, cool, sure.
I think.
Listen,
they're in different part of their careers. This is how I see it. Yeah, Divock Origi's been at Liverpool since he was 19 years of age, and he's like 24, 25. So he's been there for a while. He's never actually been able to nail down a starting place. Whether it's because Klopp don't trust him, not enough chances, whether he wasn't developed enough. There's so many things that we can talk about. But the fact of the remains is, regardless of what you think, whether it's to do with his attitude, lack of development from Klopp, he's not a starter, and in rotation, he's behind Jota. Yeah, okay, and Jota only came last season. Ivan Toney right now has come on the scene from Championship and is playing very, very well. However, he's playing in a 2, and we don't really play in a 2. We play in a 4-3-3. So it'll be interesting to see how Toney does by himself, because when you play in a 2 and playing a 1, or you got 2 supporting wingers and not playing with that second striker, it is a very big difference. It's like the whole thing of Lukaku playing with Lautaro Martinez and now playing, potentially with, I'm just giving an example, with Pulisic and Ziyech, for example. It is different. I do think, however, even Toney, from what it looks like, because he hasn't gone through what Origi's gone through, probably has more self-confidence and will probably offer a bit more than Origi, even though what's so mad is on their day, I'll probably say to you, Origi's probably better. But I just think even Toney, him coming from the Championship, him being a Liverpool fan, and what Brentford are doing right now, I do generally think he's probably in the ascendancy, whereas Divock Origi probably needs to kind of go and find himself. And I think it's to do with characteristics as to where they are in their careers. So if you're asking me whether I want an Ivan Toney to replace Origi, I wouldn't mind it as such, because you got a player, even though it might not be as good as him, maybe his confidence, whatever, might kind of take him to that next level. Because I do think Origi's better. Like, I think, we've seen what Origi can do on his day. So that's how I see it, guys. It's not about who's better. It's more about right now, who do you think could be more effective? Yeah, effective. And here's the thing. Klopp does like that shiny new toy if he feels like they're going to fit. And that's why I feel like even Toney, he might be able to get a bit more out of him than Divock. Because as I said, Divock's been around for time. I don't understand why he didn't kind of continue with Project Divock Origi, because first game of the season when he got him, or when Klopp came in and he played against Spurs, he was like, we're going to have fun with this player. But it's like, bro, you haven't really stuck to your work because you ain't really played him, and I don't know what's going on. So maybe if he finds a player that he does like, I don't know.
Ivan Toney, Matt, would just be the shiny new toy. You took the words right out of my mouth. And then in 6 months to a year, he'd be just like Origi without the special moments. It's a pointless buy. And I'm trying my hardest to not be shady, because I don't think Ivan Toney's rubbish or anything like that. He's not Liverpool, man. Everybody's so quick to run and just go get someone who's new. Like, it ain't about that, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it ain't about that. Don't just go and buy a Focus or an A3, which is a nice car, if you know you can go and get a BMW or a Mercedes in a couple of months if you just wait. Like, wait and just get the Mercedes. Do you know what I mean? Like, it ain't always just about just getting something because it's out there. We kind of thought the same thing about Taki. We kind of did. He was the new toy. We were all kind of excited about it. And then look how he's ended up. And Taki is more talented than Toney. Please don't tell me he's not, because he is. I'm not having anybody in this chat right now, all 685 of you, anybody here tell me Ivan Toney is more talented than Minamino.
I think Taki's more technical. Do you know what I will say though, Driv? Just to kind of
technically, but I think
I was going to say technically gifted, but and I was going to say, you see, confidence, Driv. Remember I said this. Remember you laugh, and then I think maybe towards the end of last season, whenever it was, you were like, I kind of get what Matt's saying, because what's so mad is I don't think Toney's as good as you said, Taki, technically. I don't even think he's as good as Origi. But you see that confidence that he kind of brings, bro. Sometimes that
run around hype kind of thing.
No, but not even that. It can kind of
he's energetic. I get it.
Jeff, let me land. It can kind of elevate you. It can elevate you, bro. Confidence is a massive thing in football. People laugh at me. You can laugh at me all you like, but for me, it's key. It is so key.
No. I'm not laughing at the confidence
with no confidence is like, A guy that would
Still
do something
banging in
special.
goals, Matt. That's the joke,
No,
bro.
no, but here I
A
said,
non-confident Origi still finding the net,
No,
bro.
but, you didn't let me land, but I was gonna say Divock Origi is a guy that can do something special every now and again. But his overall performance, you might be a bit like, bro, you played a 6, but your goal was like a 10. That's what you're getting from a guy with not that much confidence, bro. That's Divock Origi right now. And I think what it is as well, Jiff, people want consistency. It's okay having a Divock Origi, as you said, that can score amazing goals. But we want that consistent player, like a Nathaniel Klein and Steve Finnan, that every time he comes on the pitch as a striker, he kind of gives you a 6 out of 7. That's what I think maybe the masses
we
want.
talk about. You're right. You're right, Matt. Consistency is definitely important. Somebody tell me how many goals Toney's got this season.
2 in the
I
Prem.
think he got 2 in the Prem, maybe.
1 in the
He's
EFL,
got 2 goals in 10 games, and we're talking about he's good enough for Liverpool. Or was that what we're really doing?
But you have to look at where he's playing. We can't.
Brentford are playing well, Cal.
No, but
Brentford are actually playing well. Come on, guys. They're not Norwich getting beat up. Brentford are playing well.
Let me ask you this.
Saying they're not playing well, but is he getting a lot of chances? That's what you have to watch.
I was gonna say, how many clear-cut chances does he get a game?
No, it's not. We don't just look at stats and judge players. We're better than that.
No, of course we don't. But what I want to do, though, we're having a conversation about being good enough for Liverpool, is ask how many goals he's got. If he's only got 2 goals in the Prem,
he's got 3 apparently. He's got 3.
No, I think it's 2.
Oh
in the
no,
league,
then someone's got. He's got 2 goals. See, I'm
2 goals, 2 assists
numbers.
in the league, and then 1 in the EFL Cup. So he's got 3
but
goals.
But he plays for Brent. Drift. If I said to you, hear the name Brentford, but as good as well as they play, and again, Drift, I'm not saying
I'm not even saying I'd want him, but he could.
I'm not saying
he could elevate as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not saying go on buy Ivan Toney. What I'm saying,
Jota's way better than Toney. You even knew that when he was at Wolves.
Jota's
say way better, but even Toney in the Championship and Jota in the Championship, even Toney was better.
No, but they're different types of players. So Jota's just got something about him. It was just obvious Jota was. Listen, I don't know.
I'm not saying I want him, Drift. That's all I'm saying.
No, he's my number one.
Everyone's allowed their opinion. Everyone's allowed their opinion. And if the guys in the comments rate Toney, that's fine. Because I don't think he's a bad player or anything.
No, I think it's 50-50. I think some people think he be a plan B, and some people think, he's not good enough. So I fully understand that. And again, I'm not trying to say... What I'm saying is this. He's a confident player right now, playing for Brentford, and he's a Liverpool fan. Is he going to ball out when he comes to Liverpool? Yeah, he's going to try his hardest. A bit like Ricky Lambert. So it's going to be a 50-50 thing. Let's say we was to get him. It's either going to work or it's not going to work, bro. Because what we might find out is this. As great as Ivan Toney is, he plays well for Brentford in a 3-5-2 or whatever they play. They play 2 strikers. We don't play 2 strikers. So when you're playing as the sole striker, you're asked to do different jobs to when you're playing with someone right next to you. So it will be interesting to see. And I don't think no one has the real answer to that because you haven't seen it.
Geordie T, apologies if none of your super chats come through. So if you just put your message in the comments, doesn't have to be another super chat, and we'll get that read out, bro. John Moore, shout out to John Moore. He's just become a member as well. Thank you very much, John Moore.
Big up.
LFC Aaron says Toney gives me Troy Deeney vibes. I don't agree with that. I think they're very different players.
I get what he means, though. Effective at the lower level, can bully a defender and that. But I mean, is he really top level? No. I'm very shocked people think Ivan Toney is good enough to play for Liverpool. I can't lie. I am actually quite shocked at that. We're at the stage now where we're not doing a rebuild like we were back in the day where a Barini or a Joe Allen walks in the door and he's not really good enough, but we were as a club at that time. We're now only meant to be buying people who are top creme de la creme. Like, we're going to buy someone, he needs to be creme de la creme. Or he's about to become creme de la creme. And I'm sorry, the Ivan Toneys of this world, they're just not creme de la creme.
Listen, I like Toney as a person from what I've read and what I've seen.
I quite like him as a player as well.
I quite like him as a player, but I understand. Like, is he Liverpool? Is he like when I first saw him? Did I think he's Liverpool quality? I was like, no, not really. But then when you put it into, this is what I was gonna say. So as a plan B, though.
As a rhythm, another thing that you say all the time.
Yeah,
as well,
maybe.
Matt. Rhythm. Yeah. If he plays week in, week out and he's well and he's good, how will he perform getting 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there?
But you know what it is?
that confidence will sap real quick,
he's
bro.
not
When he's
a
only
name.
getting 20 minutes every now and again.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, bro. But what it is, he's not a name that I would have said, like, give me 5 strikers or even 10. He's not a name that goes in there.
Yeah.
But you want to know something? His confidence and the way how he speaks, yeah, and maybe because he's got Jamaican heritage as well, yeah.
The guy's a good guy. That's what I think might be fooling a lot
he's
of
about,
people.
and he bets against himself. He's kind of like the guy that's like, if I got Liverpool, bro, but I will maximize the hell out of that, you know. He ain't just gonna sit there and just accept, because even when he said in his interview or the conversation, he was like, right, if I got Liverpool, like I'm gonna be the main man, bro. It might not ever work, but that's what he believes. You know,
that mentality.
There's a bit, mentality is key.
I think a lot of players do have that mentality, though.
Now I'm gonna be real. When we saw Ricky Lambert, I'm just giving an example. I don't think Ricky Lambert ever really thought he could be the man.
No, but it was a bit unfair on Ricky because Ricky was at the wrong end of his career. I think like Ricky was a Liverpool fan. He was about 33 and was just like, I can't believe I'm gonna get a dream move.
No, but
if that was a 23-year-old Ricky Lambert, I think he would have believed he could have been
that may be true, but
Liverpool's number one.
But it tells you. But it tells you where your mind's
I
at,
think
bro.
he would have. I think age and stage of your career plays a big part in motivation.
No way.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham's deleted the tweet.
Jude, stop.
Because Dortmund were like, bro, why are you putting them subliminals out?
Oh, he's actually deleted it. You know what that is? That's his agent being like, Jude, I beg you allow it, man. Like, Kopish and that out. Like, I know you're cool with them.
A-Spec says Ollie Watkins and Bamford are better than Toney. I don't know about Bamford.
I would put all 3 of those players kind of on that level of mid-table Premier League.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that mid-table Premier League.
Yeah.
And by the way, for the couple of people who tried to take a little shot at Origi there, everybody keeps on talking about Origi now, the guy who's been broken down. This is an 18-year-old who went to the World Cup and lit it up for Belgium. So everyone stop thinking about the Origi that's been dragged through the mud and treated like shit. Remember that motivated young kid that looked like he was going to be Belgium's future. Like, come on, man. People have short memories, man.
P.R. says Jimenez, Ivan, Toney, or Bamford. For me, it'd be Jimenez.
Oh, Jimenez, 100%.
Jimenez is gangster.
I mean, I know he ain't seemed the same after the injury, but in terms of his actual ability as a striker, Jimenez, man.
No, you might need to explain, because right now it's actually annoying me. Why did you delete the tweet, bro? If there's nothing
because the interpretation that it was left up to Matt was too much. We all 3 here thought the thing meant something different. He left it 2 in the air, bro.
I'm getting gassy. He's coming. He's here. He's coming.
No, he's not, man. Don't do this yourself,
He's
bro.
Coming.
We can't pick up the pieces for another transfer.
No, he's a rat. No, I'm joking. You know what it is?
I don't want to hear you playing Ashanti and all them tunes, bro.
Do you know what it is?
My days are cold.
Do you know what it is? He ain't arriving at Liverpool. But, and I say but, I will say this though. It's just a tweet. But I heard something. What was it? What was it? Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. Sunday. I heard something Sunday, and someone was like, "Oh, Jude Bellingham's going to Liverpool," and I was like, "No, he's not, bro. Like, do you not know who our owners are?" And the person said to me this year, "Big up yourself, you know you are, bro." He was like, but think about it like this year. FSG don't buy Liverpool no players for how many like transfer windows? Nothing big anyway. So obviously you got to say Thiago, Jota, and whatever, and they know how much pressure they're under. Imagine if they were just to go and get a Bellingham, but that's all you're gonna get in the window. You're gonna get one mega star. I was like, nah, bro, because you wanna know what? The only way I see that happening is if still Salah has to go, because I just don't see FSG doing it. It was like true, but he was like, what's so mad is this year, it's like everyone can kind of see it. And I'm not trying to get people gassed. I see Manda saying, stop it, Matt. I'm just being honest, though. I can't see him at Chelsea, and this is just me being honest. I don't have no information when it comes to this part here. Don't see him at Chelsea for whatever reason. I don't see the fit. You know, there's got to be a fit, right?
A lot of players go somewhere where the fit isn't right, though, man.
No, but hear me out. I don't see him at Man United.
Sancho, Man United don't fit. But
No. Drift it. No, it did fit.
All of this
I'll be honest
Mbappe,
with you.
you know.
It did fit. Yeah, it did fit. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Man United, the possibility, because they kind of need some work. Man City, I don't know why I can't see it. I don't know why. It's not like he can't play in Man City's midfield, but I don't know if Pep's gonna be like, I want Jude Bellingham. I don't know why.
Bruv, you've
Did
already
this with
put him in the
Mbappe.
Liverpool kit in your mind. You're doing
No,
it
I
to yourself,
haven't. I'm
bruv.
just
You're doing
asking
it
a
to yourself.
question. Why are you, man? Listen, I'm asking a question.
And I'll answer it then, Matt. We're not getting
But no one said we're getting Jude Bellingham. No one said
So
that.
what's the question then?
No, it's not even a question. All I'm saying is this. When it comes to Jude Bellingham,
He's crashed. Control Alt Delete. You know what? Bellingham should have
Just
put a buyout
tread-
clause in his contract.
No.
You know?
All I'm
that
saying
was
is
quite
this.
bad from his agent. His agent
someone
should have squeezed the
told
buyout
me.
clause.
Someone told me he's plotting his next move. That's all I can say. So people could quote me as the next. Why's Matt talking rubbish? Someone told me. You know who you are. And I told you, man, after the show. Someone actually said to me.
I'm not saying you're lying, Matt, but remember somebody also told you, who was actually quite close to the source, that Sancho wanted Liverpool and he went Man U.
No, I'll be honest with
that
you.
wouldn't get me happy at all.
I can be but I can be honest about it, and I don't want to say too much about that because I have to be respectful. From what I was told, even about that, I'll be genuinely honest with you. If we actually would have went in with the same bid as Man United, we would have got Sancho.
Yeah,
Carl
100%.
knows. I don't even have to say that, and Carl already knows.
No, that's what I'm saying. So the
we
whole thing
didn't.
you're saying about Bellingham, but we're
exactly.
not going to go for Bellingham. That's the problem.
No, but no one else is going
It's
to happen.
going to be the exact same scenario, bro. He's
All
going to
I'm
want Liverpool, and we're not going to front the cash. It's going to be the exact same problem, bro.
I fully agree. I fully agree. But all I'm saying is this, and I don't want to hear it, and I don't want to see it. And again, all I generally think is this. The only way I see us getting Jude Bellingham is if Salah was sold, and that'll break my heart. That's the only way I see us actually getting him. Honestly.
I see Oli getting sacked, United getting top 4 and getting Jude Bellingham in the summer. I've said it.
I don't think they're getting Jude Bellingham.
But Jude Bellingham don't fix their midfield because they need a defensive midfielder.
Doesn't need to.
He replaces.
No, but if they're good, oh, you think Pogba's gonna go? Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, he's definitely a Pogba replacement. But I've got a feeling Pogba's gonna stay because they'll get Zidane, and Zidane will get Pogba to sign a new
Time
contract.
to quit smoking. This and that. All I'm saying is something that I've heard. Like, I'm not saying this is my gospel. This is my like. This is why I don't even like saying certain things because you know what's so mad. If you hear something, just keep it to yourself because people will just come for you. But all I'm saying is this though. I was told, like Jude Bellingham's parents, like from what I've heard, like they've kind of planned out his move. But just because you plan something doesn't mean it's going to happen. That's all I'm saying, you know, people. Even though it may seem like I'm trying to give you that 20% hope or 10% hope, yeah. I'm just telling you what I know. I ain't gonna sit here and say I'm some ITK and I've got all these things right. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've had some howlers, fam. I thought Werner was done. I genuinely thought he was done.
We all did, to be fair, Matt. If Jude was this is from Geordie T, sorry. If Jude's tweet was nothing, he wouldn't have addressed it. He would have ignored it. He wants people to talk. I think he's just a kid having a bit of fun.
No, he wants to have a bit of fun, but I think that's kind of interesting because really and truly, like, you don't have to respond, bro. Let me be honest with you. As a footballer, bruv, that you get how many ats every single day. Bruv, he didn't have to respond to that, you know? Let me be honest with you. There's a reason why he responded to it because he wanted an open conversation. And I'll leave it there for anyone else.
Yeah, bro. He's standing at the bar.
Smoking and rare.
He's standing at the bar. One of the bridges went, "Hey, that brother across the things looking at you. Don't look, don't look, don't look." Yeah, look now. And Bellingham's tweet was the quick look. That's what Bellingham's tweet was. As well. It's flirting, bro.
Can I be honest with you,
bro? Come on, man.
Remember, even as a player, there's so much twerking you can do, bro. Werner twerked till the cows came home, and look what happened.
Werner twerked on the bar. Like Werner got up on the bar. Booty, rocking everywhere. Man was just up there, bro.
Nah, it's worse.
And we still didn't get him, bro.
Nah, it wasn't even that, Jim. Werner twerked in the car, fam. He spoke to Klopp, member. He twerked in the car, fam.
Bro.
Jamrock says, I want Jude and Gravenberch, Naby, Ox, and Milner can bounce.
Hold on, what do they want?
He wants Jude Bellingham and Gravenberch, and Naby, Ox, and Milner can go.
More savagery from Jamrock.
I'll be real. I would personally take that deal myself.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather Milner went into the coaching, but yeah, I get the sentiment.
Jamrock says, Cal, where's that transfer spreadsheet I sent you? I've still got it. I haven't got it to hand. I have got it. we'll chop that up.
Aldrin is right. Man, them had the credit card, Rubo, with Werner. Man was tip trilling and all
I
sorts.
swear down though, if Jude ever does come you
man got the
you
MasterCard out. You know what I'm saying? I found you. Like, we really thought he was done. We really did think he was done. And it weren't
If
done.
Jude ever does come Liverpool though, I'm gonna be unruly on here, you know.
No, I hope so, bro. I hope so,
You
bro.
man know still. I need to actually speak to Jude in person and be like, fam, my reputation's on the line, you know. Like, you better come Liverpool. I don't give a damn what plan.
No, I don't think your reputation's on the line. It's just not happening.
But Cal, you know,
would you do this, Cal? If we sign Bellingham, that's how confident I am. We won't sign Bellingham.
Will I get an island boy haircut? No, I wouldn't do that. I've got kids, man.
Cal come on the stream like, I'm an island boy.
I can't be taking Stevie to football like that, and just other parents are looking at me like, he's this crackhead, man.
I've never heard so much waffle in my life.
All I'm saying is this: from what I understand, Jude Bellingham is not a done deal. It's not even close. But all I've heard is there's interest. That's all I've heard.
I would actually take a sabbatical.
If
voluntary sabbatical
Jude comes, mute Matt and
Drift,
so
don't do that.
Drift and
all I'll do is just keep coming in for like 5 seconds, going, I'm an island boy, and then I'll just come back out again.
No, I'll be honest with you. Out of all the transfers we've been linked with, in terms of like Haaland, Mbappe, Jude. You know, I think Jude being English just makes it that. And when I say even if it's 0.001, it makes it a bit more real.
Do you want me to hit you with something, Matt? Because I'm trying to rip the band-aid off without ripping the hairs off on your arm at the same time.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, you know. I'm just saying.
Haaland is leaving Borussia Dortmund this summer.
Yes.
You think they're gonna sell 2 players in one summer? 2 of their best players in one summer?
I'll give an example. Haaland's got a release clause, so he'll go for whatever the release clause is, right?
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham, they want to keep
on that Sancho money, by the way.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham, they want to hold on to.
Yeah.
However, if a club comes in with a very good offer, I do think they will still actually sell Jude Bellingham.
And what's a good offer, Matt?
I don't know. 80 mil with add-ons or something like that. Something like that.
We weren't able to get Patson Daka last season because we had to sell Origi and Shaqiri in time to do it.
I fully hear you, but let me give you a more realistic scenario. Can you see Naby Keita being sold this summer? Yes or no?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay, I can personally. I can't. Oxlade-Chamberlain, can you see him being sold? Yes or no?
Potentially,
yeah.
I can. Divock Origi, can you be sold? Yes or no?
When his contract's up, isn't it?
I can. Okay, that's third. Taki Minamino, there's a possibility I think he could be sold this summer.
Yeah.
That's 4 players.
Yeah.
How much is that?
You only got yourself about 30 mil there, Matt.
I'm not saying all these players kind of make it like you just sell 4 and buy 1. Because I don't even think Liverpool even move like that. Because you got to think about numbers as well. But what I am saying is, this season out of all seasons, there may be probably the biggest kind of, I don't know, possibility that maybe we could do something. However, I do still think it hinges on Salah as well. Because I will say this though, and I will say this outright. If we sell Mohamed Salah, which I don't ever want to see for anybody, yeah, then 100%. If someone said like, "Oh, you sold Salah," I think Liverpool 1,000,000% go and get Jude Bellingham because they want to appease the fans as well. Remember, it's PR as well, you know.
But that don't appease us, Matt, because who's playing right wing then after that?
No, but in their mind,
when have they cared about appeasing us?
Yeah, that's another thing. They don't give a damn about us, bro.
You don't think they care about appeasing us?
No.
You might have a point there.
Bro, they don't give a damn about appeasing us, bro.
All I care about is Matt, come on, man. You know me better than that. Peace who? I'm a boss.
Right. You're right.
I'm a boss.
What about would you say then, let's say worst case scenario happened and we never want to see it, yeah? Let's say, for example, Salah was sold, they couldn't agree the deal. Do you think Klopp is like, nah, you better get me Jude? Do you think they would actually at least try to appease Klopp, or do you still think, nah,
I'll be honest with you, bro. If they let Mo go, I actually think we've got to worry about Klopp. because Klopp is not going to be the type of guy that's just going to watch them keep on letting players that he wants to be a part of the team go.
You see Klopp put himself in the basement. I can't do this no
bro.
more.
If you look at the way Klopp got emotional about the situation with Genie, yeah,
And Hendo.
if you amplify that by 10 because of how important Mo is, bro, if he hears that they're not keeping his star player around, bro, we're gonna have to really worry about him then being like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what are you lot doing? I'm trying to progress and you're holding me back. And Jude Bellingham don't replace Mo in any way, shape, or form.
You know what it is? These people are gonna say on this day, the 1st of November, Matt is trying to make it seem like Jude Bellingham's coming to Liverpool. I'm not saying that. What I am saying though, out of all the transfers that we've had over the last years, maybe you could see it happening if a Salah was sold. Not that I want to see it, but that's just me being realistic myself, even going by information that I've heard and haven't heard. That's me coming from my own opinion. I don't think we're getting Jude Bellingham, you know. The only way I see us getting Jude Bellingham is if Salah was sold, and I don't want to see that, so he ain't coming.
I have heard that Dortmund are going for Vlahovic, which means they probably won't be that bothered about Haaland leaving. So there leaves the possibility for Bellingham to go. They might go and get a Gravenberch or something. It ain't past Dortmund to do that, you know. Dortmund will get 100 mil for Bellingham and go and get Gravenberch.
So,
AM9, what region are you in? Because I think you're smoking, blood.
A couple super chats.
Man said Matt works for FSG. Blood, are you smoking? Are you not forgetting what I said about FSG?
Bassett once says, if Jude comes, I think my hairline will grow back. All the best to you if it does. A-Spec Limited says, would you do a deal for Bellingham if Dortmund asks for Jones as part of the deal? Interesting question.
Reluctantly, yeah. Only based on the fact that I love Jones, but I think Bellingham has a higher ceiling.
I need a buyback clause, though.
Yeah.
This fan base.
And it actually hurt me. It actually hurt me saying it out loud, so maybe I take it back. But I think Bellingham has a higher ceiling.
Cool.
But I would never want to get rid of Jones. So.
Jamrock coming for me here. Cal, why did you use the negative reason why Daka didn't come when 3 journalists from the same paper gave 3 different reasons why Daka didn't come? Because that's probably the main reason, Jamrock. If we can't afford to buy him, we can't get him, no matter what the other reasons are. We can't afford him. Based on the model, we couldn't afford him, bro. Or else we probably would have signed other players. Just my humble opinion.
Right. Someone said Matt had FSG pajamas, you know.
This is true as well. Dortmund don't want Jones, they want Musliowski. They do want Musliowski.
Yeah, I've heard that. What are we saying? Trade and that.
If we do a buyback, I ain't got no problem.
But they're not going to put a buyback because they know we'll activate it.
Yeah, of course. No, they want to try. They want to try game.
First dibs.
Yeah, but first dibs means nothing if someone blows us out of the water with a bid, bro.
No. It means that they cannot offer him to another player until we refuse to take him. Meaning, if anybody came in and went, "Oh, we'll take him for 50 mil," they have to come to us and go, "If you equal that, you get him. What do you want to do?" And then we have to go, yeah or no. Yeah, so first refusal is actually a great option. Yeah. Man United did it with Depay, bro.
Yeah, but we won't do that. It won't happen.
Can I say something quickly though? Just quickly, quickly changing the subject, not change subject, but kind of relates to. You see Jude Bellingham, as much as I rate him. Do you know who I'd actually take in the summer right now? I think I told you guys off air. And in fact, I think I might have said it on the channel the other day, actually. You know, RB Leipzig's Nkuku, fam. I would take him all day, every day, fam. Right now, I would take Nkuku as our replacement, say, for example, for Gini Wijnaldum. Or even Naby Keita. I'll take him as a replacement. It's not Bellingham or bust. Do you know what I mean? I'll take Nkuku right now.
We ain't getting Bellingham, man.
Last thing with midfield then, guys, before we sign off. What can we do in midfield? I mean, in fact, you know what? Change the subject slightly, but still stay on midfield. Fabinho and Thiago look like they've taken part in training, full training. Would you bring them straight back into the starting lineup?
Hell yeah.
I mean, it is a little bit risky with Thiago.
No,
Fabinho, yeah, I would, yeah.
They start, and I'll tell you why.
Are we talking about the Atletico game or the weekend?
No, we're just talking about in general, because I'll be honest with you. You see when you man were like kind of saying Henderson as like the secondary DM kind of thing, and I was like, yeah, he can kind of do that, but he's not a DM. But I think like on the ball, he's got good DM traits, yeah. In big pressure games, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Jordan Henderson, like, he gets found wanting, and it's not always his fault, by the way. I'll be honest with you, it's not, because when he's covering for other people and whatnot, he's got to try and cover passing lanes and that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Henderson is good on the ball. He's good on the ball, but when it comes to off the ball, there are times when he's kind of found wanting, and I don't know whether it's because it's the people he's playing alongside, because there's been very indifferent games with Henderson. There's times when he plays with a certain group of players and he's all right, and there's times when he plays a certain group of players and he's not all right. But I'll just be honest with you. I've always said this. Henderson is better as an 8, not a 6. As an emergency, play him as a 6. But did you not see against Brighton how they were carving man up?
I don't think that was Hendo's fault, though, man.
He was getting rushed by himself, bro. Oxen Jones just completely left Hendo on his own in that.
But not solely. Because remember, I said
a good game to judge it.
But I'll be honest with you. Remember, I just literally said to you guys, there's a certain crop of players. Like, I just literally said that. I'm going by Brighton. He played with, who did he play with, guys?
Jones and Ox.
Okay, cool. Bro. So what's he thinking first and foremost? These are 2 attacking players. What have I got to do? I'm gonna have to overcompensate for them.
He did,
bro. No, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's only one man, bro.
But let me be honest with you. Your best bet is not to do that, because you actually made it worse. Hear what I'm trying to say? Henderson, as much as you guys think,
Henderson wasn't bad in that Brighton game.
No, I'm not saying he was shocking, but our midfielder as a 3 was shocking, bro.
I'll be honest with you, man.
It was Oxen Jones in that game.
Next to Oxen Jones, I actually think Fabinho would have struggled more than Henderson.
Fabinho is more intelligent than Henderson. It's not even a debate. I just think Henderson can cover the ground.
But he don't get round the pitch as well. So I think Henderson might be right, bro.
No, but Henderson is no. But for me, Fabinho is more proactive. Henderson is reactive. It's just that Henderson has the legs to kind of do so, because he's a bit faster laterally across the ground. But if we're talking about that kind of sniffing up play, I guarantee if you put Fabinho in there, I don't think our midfield looks as bad. And even though they're playing with the same team,
Fabinho's had a couple stinkers this season, you know.
But Fabinho's clear of being our best DM. It's not even a debate. It's not a debate, guys.
No, he is. But at the same time, we've never seen him have to babysit, though. I don't know what Fabinho will be like if he's babysitting.
But here's the thing, though. As I said before, Fabinho, for me, his intelligence is in that role is better than Henderson's.
No,
so you see like the game against. So you see a game against Brighton. I think Fabinho, in my opinion, would have dealt with it a little bit better, and he knows what he's got to play with. So he knows he's got a flipping an Ox and a Curtis who are very, very attacking. I just think Fabinho reads the game better, guys. And even though we rate Henderson in that second DM, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Some games he can do it, but you know how we was talking about he should be like, is he better in a 6 or an 8? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's better in the 8 than the 6. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, he is. But he's proven to be a very adequate backup for Fabinho.
No, you man was saying he's better in the 6.
No.
We
never said he's better.
Oh no,
we never said he's better.
You still think he's better in the 8 then?
The only thing that we said was it will prolong his career if he plays that position. Nobody said he's better in that position. It would just prolong his career. That's all.
I said I prefer to see Hendo as Fabinho's backup or rotate with Fabinho. I did say that.
Let me ask. All right, okay. So let me ask you this then. Say if we get because what's that man is actually Basuma kind of played everywhere, but let's say we get a Basuma. I think a Basuma, as you guys would say, helps Henderson's career, because I do feel like even though Henderson will save his legs in the 6, I just think he's better in the 8 because his energy, he's got natural energy. Yes, it's on the wane, but he's got energy and he's still got intelligence.
No one's debating that, bro.
No. But all I'm saying is this though: when we was having this conversation the other day about Henderson being like a 6, I was like in an emergency. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I do generally feel like the way how he reads the game is it can be a little bit lackluster sometimes when in terms of who he's playing with. You seen if he's playing with like a Thiago and say let's say Naby, have they played together? I don't think they have. So let's say Thiago and someone else, then I think he's all right. But when I kind of feel like he plays with two attacking players, he kind of has, dare I say, a little bit of a panic, and he kind of overcompensates. And I kind of feel like that happened against Brighton.
But you keep making comparisons of when he's playing with the B team. Because if he's playing with the A team, you ain't got to worry about none of that.
But
and I think any of our players playing with the B team look crap.
Man, here's my whole
As
argument.
Carl said, I think you put Fabinho in there with Oxlade-Jones, and you'd be like, Fabinho would be like, "Right, shit, what's going on here?"
See, here's the thing. I think this is why I have to fully separate Fabinho and Henderson, and that's the whole point of my argument. Fabinho's intelligence is, in my opinion, is in that role specifically, not in football, just in that role, is way above Henderson's, you know. And I do generally feel like if Fabinho was in that game instead of Henderson, I don't think the midfield gets carved out like that, you know. That's just how I feel. I could be fully wrong, guys, but that's just how I feel. When I was watching back Fabinho and I see certain things he does, it's so underrated. The way he can snuff it out and the way how he kind of just he'll sense something and he's in there straight away. Henderson will kind of like look at a situation and go, flip. Let me just try and cut that out and see if I can cut that out. And in more time, he can do it. Fabinho just like, he's like he's there before.
If you go back and watch that Brighton game, Hendo made a lot of interceptions, you know. He didn't have a bad game.
But what would
he didn't have a great game, but he didn't have a bad game. I just think the whole midfield.
But what? Let me ask you.
The midfield kept getting bypassed with long balls, Matt. Like, it wasn't even really intricate passing through the middle. They just kept hitting long balls over completely missing out the midfield.
But there were times when Brighton were comfortable and were playing ball, especially after the first game. First goal drift. Yeah. When I say they were passing the ball and we looked like we were chasing shadows, we didn't know what we were doing. And it's not even on Henderson's fault, by the way. While I'm saying this, it's just that the two midfielders that obviously Klopp had to play are so offensive. Henderson struggled to understand his role in terms of what to do.
He was just on his own, brother.
No, it kind of was, but I feel like put like this on an island. I think, like as you say, because the others kind of ran off and was like, "We're just gonna try and score goals. We don't care about game management. We're just gonna try and score goals." I think Fabinho kind of understands his role better, and as the reason why I think
because he's more natural. Like, I get that.
This is what I'm saying. That's why
I tell you what, if somebody does a 1-2 in midfield and plays a through ball, I'm always worried about Fabinho's pace to catch up. At least you know Hendo's got better legs than that. No, but what I mean is, if the move happens and they are away, you know Fabinho ain't got the legs to catch up.
Funny you say that.
The only thing about Fabinho I don't like is that he's kind of slow.
Henderson's
don't really have any.
Fabinho looks slow, but he's not as slow as you think. Because I remember there was a time.
Still. But if he's slow, he's not as quick as Henderson. No,
he's not. But it depends on. Funny enough, it depends on the situation. Because there was a time when he got spun. It might have even been against Chelsea. But Fabinho again, he's smart. Fabinho doesn't run in a straight line in terms of like he's thinking the best way to cut you off because I'm slow, I'll run diagonally and cover more ground that way. Whereas Henderson is more like I'm just going to try and chase you and get the ball off.
Yeah. Because Fabinho's like Hippier. The reason Hippier was so intelligent was because he knew he didn't have the legs, so he had to learn how to be able to cater to a game where he ain't as quick as other people, but he could read the game, and that's what Fabinho was so brilliant. You're right, Fabinho reads the game better. He knows he don't have the athleticism compared to a lot of others, like a Kante, for example. So he reads the game well. But once you beat Fabinho, he's out the game. That's what I'm saying.
Of course.
Like, once you get past him, he's done. He don't have recovery legs. At least Hendo has recovery legs. That's what I'm saying.
Hendo's got more recovery than Fabinho.
I was going to say Henderson has more recovery, but let's not act like he's got recovery.
Oh, yeah, no, he's not rapid or anything, but I've got more faith Hendo will catch you than Fabinho will. That's what I'm saying. And in that Brighton game, there was a lot of chasing, and Fabinho would have just been chasing just like Hendo. Bro.
No, but I don't even think Fabinho would be chasing as much as I think Fabinho, the way, again, the race snuffs out dangers.
Bro, if it's 2-on-1 and they're 1-2 it round you, you're chasing, bro. There's
no,
nothing
that may
to
be
do
true,
about
I've seen people.
I've seen dunk out the place, bro.
Yeah, Jones didn't help him defensively at all. And if two players play a 1-2 round you, it don't matter. You could be Mascherano. If man plays a 1-2 round you, there's nothing you can do about it, bro. Like, you're out the game, fam.
The midfield stunk at the joint, 100%. But I just feel like this is why we have to put respect on Fabinho's name more so than ever, because just as much as how people were saying Henderson can do a role in the CDM role, which he can, Fabinho is a world-class DM, which you don't even realize.
So you
what he does.
believe that if Fabinho was playing in that game and the only difference is Hendo ain't playing and Fabinho's playing, we don't lose? Is that what you
No,
think?
I'm not saying that. I just think we might have had a better chance because I think the way he can snuff out danger, but even a tactical fouling. But Fabinho's slick of it and he smiles at the ref, you know. I'm not saying we're not gonna draw the game, Jeff. I'm just saying Fabinho's different quality, and when he comes back, and especially when he plays with Thiago. Remember we went on that little run towards the end of last season when they kind of played Thiago and Fabinho as the kind of 2 6s, yeah. Going back to kind of like buying days, so to speak, well, like buying when Thiago played with someone next to him. I guarantee you're gonna see their man ball out.
No, but you just added Thiago to the equation. That makes it totally different.
So
bro.
let me not mention his name. Let me just say this: when Fabinho comes back, people are going to understand how sick he is, and not that they don't, but I think there was furthermore, there was a lot of praise for Henderson for the Man United game, and rightly so. But I just think people got slightly carried away because of the pass he played and whatnot. Because I think on the ball, he's amazing, bro. But off the ball, I just think Fabinho's on another level. That's just my opinion, though.
Basically, we need all three of them. That's our best midfield: Hendo, Fab, and Thiago. We just need all three of them to be playing, innit?
Jamrock says, journalist said Pats and Daka couldn't get the playing time assurances. All right, Jamrock, well, I'm going to ask you, did he get the playing time assurances from Leicester? Because he sat on the bench and not with Leicester as well. But he went there.
Although he probably did think he would get in there 11 quicker than us.
What, over Vardy and Iheanacho?
I think he would have believed in himself enough to think he could displace Iheanacho.
So why wouldn't he believe in himself that he could displace Firmino?
Because Firmino's different.
But Firmino weren't scoring goals. Again, it goes back to...
but he's built different.
But again, it goes back to if you've got that mentality, you're going to come in like Jota did. Jota had that mentality, came in and said, I'm going to displace one of you, man. And he did it. Yeah. I can't buy this whole playing time assurance.
Or Jota knew that Wolves of a sinking ship and just thought, yeah, let me duck.
No, but not even that. If the whole playing assurances, unless you're top 5 in the world, you don't really get playing assurances. Like we've seen every player in a team rotated this season. Mane got benched for the Man United game. Like this whole player assurances thing, like for me, it's a bit of a fake narrative. But that's just me. BC says, what do you guys think of the buy to sell model in a post-pandemic season or two? Will it help or hinder us, i.e. clubs maybe not affording Salah? I'll be honest, they're going to move stuff around and make teams be able to afford certain players, man.
I think it did help us a little bit. I think there might have been a Real Madrid or a Barcelona knocking on our door for any of our players without that pandemic. You never know.
Maybe. Bassett 1 says Mane, Suarez, and Fowler, or Salah, Torres, and Sturridge. I think have we done this one?
I feel like we have. Maybe.
It feels very.
Yeah, I'm going with the first option though.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm going with the first option.
I plead the fifth.
I know you would. Jamrock says, why is it far-fetched that players don't want to come and sit on the bench when they injured players return, as Fabrizio also tweeted as to why players don't want to come? So why is it just our team that can't get players then? Why can Man City do it? Why can Chelsea do it? Why can Man United do it? Why is it only Liverpool are affected by this?
Vi.
Could there be a part of the whole thing where players aren't stupid and they know Klopp has his favourites? And
but
they
every
even
manager
themselves.
Does.
No, but to the point where if you're coming in to play up front, you do think, well, Firmino is definitely going to play because Klopp just loves him. It ain't even going to be about how well I perform. Like, Bobby is his guy, isn't it?
Jota, before he got injured last season, was the main starter, brother. Firmino was on the bench. We've seen Firmino get rotated a lot more this season as well when Jota's been fit. And as we all say, Firmino is one of his favourites.
He does play Firmino. He does play Firmino. I mean, I don't have an issue with it when he's playing well, but he does have an issue with playing Firmino when he's out of form. Maybe Daka's thinking, what's the point if he's always going to play?
At the same time, we've also seen games where Jota plays and he doesn't play very well, which is why he kind of goes back to type as well. If
Jota knew he could play all three positions as well, Cal, which is a bit different. Daka knows he's literally a striker, so it's either he's in or he's not. Whereas Jota knew that he had 3 positions he could cover. He's got a much greater chance of playing.
So why were we trying to sign Werner then?
Oh, because I feel like we thought Werner could play up front. Like I thought he'd play Werner down the middle.
But that's my point. So
I don't think we're buying Werner to play wide. I think
No,
I
but
think we were going to buy him and play him down the middle.
but that's my point. We were trying to buy Werner, but all of a
Werner's
sudden we're
better
not.
than Daka though.
No,
Come on, we got to be honest.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying that's why I don't buy the whole narrative of we don't go for players because Klopp wants a small squad or players don't want to come here. Werner wasn't a guaranteed starter.
Oh no, I was just talking from Daka's point of view of why I think maybe Daka didn't want to come to Liverpool, because I think he might have thought Bobby's his favourite and I can only play in that position. Am I going to get any game time? Whereas Jota's like, I can play across the front three, so I'm going to play because he's just going to play me in any position, kind of thing.
But that's
that's just what I'm thinking.
No, I hear you, but my thing is this whole narrative that players don't want to come to Liverpool and sit on the bench. Like, you can only play 11 players, and those 11 players aren't going to play for the whole season.
To be fair, Jota took a gamble, didn't it? Because Jota was like, right, I don't care about you front three. I'm coming in and I'm causing problems. And Jota's probably the first one in recent memory that really bet against himself and was like, they may have been a front three for the last 3 to 4 years, but I'm coming in and rustling some feathers.
Like, so I'm gonna be real with you. You think if we go to Leeds right now with the money that they want for Rafinha, we say, Rafinha, do you want to come? Do you think he's going to turn around and say, I don't want to come to Liverpool. I want to play regular first team football for Leeds. I don't want to come to Liverpool. Like, I'm sorry. With all due respect to Leeds, he's saying goodbye to Bielsa and he's putting on that red jersey. That's not even like, come on now, man. This is Liverpool we're talking about. You've just heard even Toney, who's a starter for Brentford and has been for the last how many years, say, yeah, I'll go Liverpool and be a squad man. I'll do it. I'll sit on bench for these, man. But yet, Daka won't. None of these other players won't. Because for Brits,
I mean, Daka does play Champions League at Salzburg.
No, he played Champions League and then left the Champions League team to go to Leicester, bro. And he's sitting on the bench for them.
No, but Leicester are a team that fight for honours, if you get what I mean. Brentford don't. So I'm saying Toney would much rather be on our bench than go back to the Championship.
No, I hear that. But Daka's left Salzburg, where he was playing regular in their main man, to go and sit on Leicester's bench.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I'm saying the pathway to Leicester, I think he thought he would play. I reckon he went in there thinking, I'll play instead of Iniacho. Like, I'll take Iniacho's place.
Why couldn't he have had that mentality for Firmino then? If that's the case, then with all due respect, if he's not got that mentality, then he isn't good enough for Liverpool then.
Well, he ain't.
So Jamrock,
he might prove me wrong, but at the moment, I still don't think he's good enough.
Jamrock echoes that. Cal, not everyone has the same mentality. Then, yeah, if they haven't got the elite mentality, then they're not Liverpool players. We are seeing that now in our team. No, I agree. Like, Klopp needs to rotate more, but I don't like the narrative that's being built that Klopp and Liverpool don't buy certain players because these players don't want to come and sit on the bench, or we want a small squad. We want a small squad, but we've got 5 centre-backs. That's not wanting a small squad. Like, we've got 8 midfielders. That's not wanting a small squad.
Let me ask you lot quickly. Daka or Toney?
Me personally.
Yeah, anybody can answer.
Oh, Toney.
Daka or Toney?
Toney for me.
I don't even know.
I'm kind of shocked at that, Cal. Still, I'm not even gonna lie. At least Daka has played at a higher level to kind of prove more than Toney.
No, but here's the thing, though. One thing I say about Daka.
What in the Europa League and the Champions League? You don't think he did enough to prove he's got a higher level than Toney? He's only played Championship football.
Shall I tell you what it is about Daka?
I think the Championship is harder than the Austrian League.
Shall I tell you what it is about Daka?
Yeah, no, but it's not harder than Europe, though.
No, but
do you get what I mean?
All right, ask me this, truth. Did you see Daka's goals for Leicester in the Europa when he scored them goals?
Yeah, they were like typical striker goals.
No, but here's the thing. Did you see the type of goals? They were always running behind, like the lack of defending. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. As good as Daka is, a good finisher, good pace, I kind of was a bit like, these goals are all the same. Like, I haven't seen anything different. Like, yeah.
You mean if we're playing a low block, what would Daka be able to offer?
If there's no space, if there's no space in behind, where's the
but ain't Toney a little bit like that, though?
No, because Toney can hold up the ball and bring others in.
And he's getting assists as well, Drew.
Daka ain't doing that.
I mean, he ain't Ibra, but
no, of course he's not Ibra. No one's saying that.
No, but when you're like, yeah, man, he takes the ball down the holes up, bring people to play. I'm like, yeah, but not brilliantly.
No, but
Not to
Drift,
the point where like that
because-
can be what man's like looking for.
No, but Drift, if you hold up play and bring others in, why have you got to be Ibra to be good though?
Because it's Liverpool, bro.
No, but
but
you've asked us to compare Daka and Toney.
Yes, we're talking about Daka and Toney. He ain't got to be Ibra
Yeah, no,
to be
but I'm just
better than
talking about
Daka.
what they offer, as in like I personally don't believe that his hold up play is good enough for Liverpool. So
No,
even if he's kind
his
of all
hold-up
right,
play is
I
better
think
than
he's still
Daka's.
kind
Yeah,
of
but
similar to Daka in the way he plays, though.
No,
but it's better than Daka.
He prefers space. He
Put it like
prefers
this.
running in. I don't think he's great at hold up
Bro,
play.
Toney is a better overall. Toney can offer more, in my opinion, than Daka. He can offer more.
Yeah, he can. But I think what he can offer is only a little bit better. Like, I think he's only a little bit better at holding up the ball.
I think it's
not night and day.
Bro, have you seen Daka ever hold up the ball?
Yeah.
Ever? Have you seen Daka chest the ball down and hold off the defender?
I think he's better
It
at
ain't
headering than
happening,
Daka.
fam.
I think he's probably better at dribbling than Daka. I think he's got better hold up play, and I think he brings others into play better than Daka as well.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to say Daka's rubbish.
I'm not even going to say you're wrong. I'm not even.
So far, and I wanted to prove me wrong. Well, actually, I don't. But all I've seen is Daka running behind, Daka running behind, Daka running behind. Actually, now let me take that back because you've been a bit of a poacher as well. But I just want to see other elements to his game. Like I haven't seen that yet, so I can only go by what I've seen.
Yeah. Jamrock says, Cal, some people's perception of a situation is their reality. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. That very might well be the perception with Klopp. I agree. I get it. It makes me wonder because everyone said that he was happy last season going into the season with only 3 senior centre backs. But at the earliest opportunity, we brought in Kabak, Ben Davies, and then Konate. So clearly, to me, that suggests he wasn't. Everyone before said he was happy just having Robbo and having Milner as a backup. But the moment he had a chance to do it, he got in Tsimikas. For me, if he's got the funds available to him or the personnel available, he's going to do it. Everyone kept on saying we can't get someone to back up the front 3 because who's going to want to come in and challenge or sit on the bench for Salah, Mane or Firmino? But we were able to get Jota. We were able to get Minamino from the same club that Daka's come from. And Minamino was better at Salzburg than Daka was. Again, like there's this perception, but there's no facts around it.
This is a good point here, though.
Werner
would have been that running behind type of guy, and we were trying to get him.
No, I agree. Although Werner, I can't even say Werner's better because he's not really showing it. I think Werner was more accomplished than Daka and had
he is.
level.
But the playing style would have been the same. So when Matt was saying like he would take Toney over Daka because of that, what was Werner going to do for us then?
Yeah, we've
Werner
been
and Daka have got the exact same playing style. Do you know what I mean? So how would Werner have improved us in any way then? You know what I mean?
We've been enlightened though, to be fair. John Conway says Wolves. Sorry, that's just ruined the score for anyone who doesn't. Just in case, I'm not going to say it out loud, but you guys can see it. I don't want to ruin it potentially for anyone, even though it might be ruined already. Apologies, guys. It was John's fault. Sorry, John.
Appreciate the super chat though, John. You know what I'm saying?
Davies and Kabak were forced because of injuries. Yes, injuries to the 3 senior centre backs, bro. If we had another centre back, we wouldn't have had to go and get Davies to come and sit on the bench and play training games behind closed doors, and we wouldn't have had Kabak.
And that was why we actually gave Kabak the only the loan thing, because I think we kind of knew we didn't want to keep him from jump. But just before we go, guys, because obviously we're going to wrap up in a sec, we got to talk about it because it's just, I can't believe we woke up to it after all that chat in the group last night. In the Prem panel group, we were talking about it last night, and then we woke up and it was real. Like I thought George was going to be disappointed when we woke up this morning. He's gone. Nuno went. Looking like Conte's probably going to go Tottenham. How do you lot feel about that?
I'm good with it. It doesn't really bother me.
You know what? Until I see Spurs with a massive war chest, they will be better with Conte in charge. They will be 100%. They'll just be more like he'll be able to get them to do what they weren't doing, and that's actually work hard. Like they weren't there. I think they gave out a Nuno, but I would
Top
just
4?
say, not now, not this season.
Not this season.
No, they ain't got the players, fam. They ain't got the players. Bro.
And it takes a while to get used to Conte's system.
They ain't got the
I think,
players.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Next season, with
There'll be a
at
problem.
least a window, let's
You
see
don't,
what.
you don't think?
So he does this, the old Contico. It literally was. Anyone who got sacked, that would have been it.
El Saco.
Yeah, that was a good reminder. We keep forgetting on Monday. We got to bring up the Premier League, the Fantasy League. Can one of you lot get the Fantasy League quickly before we end up?
Yeah.
You know what? I actually think Conte going to Tottenham, I think it shakes things up in the top 4 thing a little bit. I can't lie.
You
And
think,
you know
you think
why?
they're going to make a
not for this season.
This season.
No,
next
do you know why I
season,
think for this
bro.
season? The reason why I think for this season, you lot, is because Tottenham are 5 points off top 4 and they've been horrendous. If Conte gets any form of consistency going, and that team that George put in the group last night with that 3-5-2, yeah, that team looked naughty. You lot must admit, when George put that down on paper with Reguilon and Thingy playing the fullback, Emerson and Reguilon playing fullback, you know what I mean? Tanganga comes in and plays as the right side centre back. Then, you know what I mean, Ndombele playing off of Son and Thingy with Hoiberg. Like, if you look at a team, you know, and they're going to give Conte some money in January. Come on, you know they're going to give him a little, like...
No, I hear that.
I'm not even going to lie. You know, the top 4 races looking a bit naughty if Conte goes Tottenham. I can't even lie. And I think he'll win the Conference League and I think he'll win one of the domestic cups. I actually think Tottenham will end the season with 1 or 2 trophies and put a serious race on top 4, you know. I think Conte going to Tottenham changes the game massively for the top 4 race. I have to be honest, I think it does.
I'd be interested to see it. I know
For real,
Himanshu,
if he does that,
Conte won the league with Chelsea's first season, but they also did win it under Mourinho the season before they finished.
Yeah. He had a title-winning team that had just down tools for Mourinho.
This is a very different job at Tottenham. This is a team that have been decimated over the last couple of years and have no direction. So this is a very different project. All right, Matt, do you want to go through?
Yeah,
Fantasy?
so in first place, take it easy. Marquis who's now moved into first place with 711 points. Tika Mo Salah, who is aka Lewis let me read it off here. Is Lewis Bayron is now on 706 points. Scoop, who's been leading all this way, has now dropped to third place. Scoop,
wow,
bro, you're still in the race though. 697 points. Fourth place,
of course,
is Mo Mane, Mo Problems, 695. In fifth place, Paul for Love, FCRK, 692. Coppers is 691 in sixth place. In seventh place, Thiago Ing to win. He's in seventh place.
New people in the top 10
points.
Yeah.
Shaq 28, 683. Blows on skirt. 40-year-old Virgin.
Virgil. 40-year-old Virgil.
Sorry, 40-year-old.
40-year-old Virgil's dropped down. I remember he was right at the top.
40-year-old Virgil, that plays 683 points. Restored, you know. I said restored. All right, I like that name still. 10th place, 683. El Copo, 11th place, 681. The Klopp's all right. In the 12th place, 680.
But I think the top 10's enough, bro.
No. Let me read out a few.
Harrison. For the generation game still.
Yeah.
People might want to hear their names. Don't worry, people. I'm going to read a few more. 20th place, Harrison FC, 673. In 30th place, we've got Galaxy, 665. If you see your name in there, big at yourself, it means you are in the top 50. You see it there? Oh, hold on.
Top 50 is actually still brilliant.
Oh, that's what you wanted to do.
I get it. I get it.
451. Yes, people, I am slacking. But you want to know something?
I thought Matt was in the top 50 for a minute there, and that was why he wanted to go all the way down. I was going to say, there you go.
No.
Okay. You know what? No. Big up though, man. I'm not even going to lie. Right now,
big up everyone.
This is Scoot's board right now.
We are in deep shit.
What's up,
for Marquet going from, I think he was 8th to top right now, we've got to drop a bomb for that, man.
And for people that are laughing, that have been 451, if I'm not mistaken, if Drift is 5 points ahead of me, and Callum is behind me. So make of that what you will, people. We're
all poor at the moment.
Yeah,
I get it. We're all poor.
we are languishing as a trio right now, but we are going to make movements. So don't worry about that, people. You can count on us right to the end of the season. We will be there in and around. If we can break top 100 and that, then everyone will be happy.
But we do this for you, yeah. We
exactly.
do this for you,
listen. There's time. I'll be honest with you, lot. There's times when I forget and I still take it on the chin.
I wanted to win this, but I've just
so I wanted to.
If I could,
I want top
have.
4 selected. I want top 4 selected.
I'm never gonna lie. This week was absolutely shocking.
This league, this week, I was dead.
That's how bad it is. I've not even checked mine.
Dead, absolute dead, man.
But I'm guessing it's not great if I'm still in the same position I was in before.
Yeah, I think. Well, going by the Twitch, you know, we're always in the Twitch thing. That's how I can tell in it where we are in the league, in it, because in amongst ourselves, in it, like we're not doing that great, bro.
Yeah, it might actually be wild card time. You see me?
Yeah, I got 41 in the whole week.
We move.
Oh right, you and me got the same. I think I got 42.
No, you got 39 drift, and I got, bruv, you're 6 points ahead of me.
But when they do the calculation, bro, 3 of my players didn't play, so I'm gonna get the dunk points off the bench, and I got another player on the bench as well.
Oh
I've got points on my bench. Yeah. Because they haven't done the calculation.
It'll be done after Monday's game. So you'll probably be like 7-8 points ahead of me, and I think Kyle will be like.
We all had a bad week, man.
We had a bad week, man.
Oh, it's not even bad. I'm in the mud.
I'm in the mud. Where are you, bro?
I'm just in the mud, bro. This is terrible.
Where are you, bro?
I'm 486, bro.
And you might want to laugh at me, yeah? Say nothing, bro. You lot should take that back about laughing at me.
I got 4 points more than the average for the whole week.
Who's this guy called? You don't even say his name. You're
That's
just chatting.
whatless, man. What my team doing?
All right, man. We moved, man. Remember, bro. We're only in November.
My team's not. My team's not moving.
It's only 1st of November, man. We move, innit? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I've got to utilize my before Christmas wild card now. I have to.
If you ain't got a wild card, you're full. If you ain't got a wild card right now,
you haven't used your wild card yet, have you, Cal?
No, I've not used my bench boost, free hit, or my triple captain.
Oh well, then there you go. You haven't used any of them. I've used my free hit. I need to use
my free hit.
No, my luck. I won't do it.
I ain't used triple captain yet. Man's waiting for a great Salah there. You get me? Even I should have used that against Man United.
Against Man United, bruv.
Flip sake.
That would have been. I think Salah got me 41 points just doing normal captain. Imagine if you tripled him. Man, I got you like 80 points, bro.
He did.
Yeah, my team. I'm gonna have a word with my team. I'm not gonna lie. Something needs to change with my lot. Boy.
Oh, this is Cal after he just saw what's going on with his fantasy league. Hold on, wait for it.
Gebertirim lan sizi. Ağzını sikinin ilk neleri. Sen oynadın topunu amına koyup hep yüzünden ağzını sikerim son verdiğim emeklere lan. Ne lan bu rezalet?
It's the last shot that killed me, you know.
Every time.
Oh man, you know what? Shout out to Marquez as well. Still.
All right, really quick before we go, guys. Have you both watched UFC over the weekend? 267.
Are we?
I only saw. I saw the main fight.
Oh! I was emotional.
Yeah. I saw the main fight, and I think I saw Thingy's fight.
So no, you haven't seen the whole card then.
No, I haven't seen the whole card. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen the whole card. But I saw the main fight. Oh, and I saw my man who's just looking to body people, like when he destroyed you know.
You haven't seen the whole card.
I ain't seen the whole card. No, maybe not. I ain't seen the whole card.
And obviously, we're gonna leave now, so we can't go off on a tangent. But Cal, let me ask you something.
No, Matt, I'm still not happy.
Well, I'll tell you what though, I'll see the whole card probably by tomorrow evening. I would have seen it by tomorrow evening.
If
I saw him, sir.
if at the weekend, if at the weekend Usman holds on to his title,
he will.
Is he in trouble?
Man said if.
Can't take that. You can't give him Hamzat just yet.
I'm not gonna lie, he's giving me Habib vibes so badly, bro.
I think
he's worse than it could be. He's more brutal.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like there's a mission he's on, and you ain't getting in the way,
Habib,
bro.
But he needs more top. He needs at least 2 more top 10 victories.
Yeah, because who we've seen, it's not like they've been
they said
absolute
the same
elite.
thing. They said the same thing to Habib, and he just got them and still got them. Habib
No,
didn't care.
I'm not gonna lie,
Habib fought people in the top 10. He's like,
I'm just saying, the man's looking unstoppable right now.
The way he's going on, though.
And I do feel quite bad for what's his name? Because I think he's going to lose his belt straight away. But I'm just so happy that he's got it. I'm so happy for the story.
You see that brother who's fighting Jiri?
Yeah, he's going to lose it straight away. Jiri's going to he's going to piece the clout out of him. He is 100%. Yeah.
Glover better go for the double leg takedown early and just keep him down on the ground.
Bro, he might catch a knee coming in, bro. So I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
Glover,
but the story is sensational. Bro. We can now make the movie.
Glover's been doing this thing.
I'm so happy.
I choked up. And I like Jan Blachowicz. I choked up.
Yeah. I like Jan as well. And he took it like a G still.
I
felt it for him. But you know what he got is he had his flowers. He took Adesanya's 0, which is a phenomenal thing to do as well. But yeah, Glover, man, Glover came in with a mission. Glover weren't losing that fight. When you watch it back now, you know what happened. You actually watch it, you go, he was never losing that fight. He just wasn't. He was so mentally switched on to being champion. He weren't losing that fight. He weren't losing that fight. He was even punching harder. And that was the one thing you would have probably said that he was at a disadvantage at. And he was even punching harder than Jan. He's a G, man. He's a G.
He is. But yeah, Hamzat, problem. Makachev, problem. But again, needs another top 5 opponent before he gets that title shot, in my opinion.
Agreed.
I think he needs to fight Dariush, gets the title, and then if he wins it, he gets the title shot.
He beats him, though. He wraps up Dariush.
Dariush on the ground is a problem.
He's all right. Dariush definitely proved to me that he is a lot better than I thought he was. He is, but I still think he gets wrapped up. I think this guy is overwhelming in a different level, bro. I think he's the type of guy where people go, you think you can bring man in the training to make you prepare for him, but then when you feel him, you're like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. He just feels like he's got that Habib thing going on, bro. And then man, they're all from the same ends as well, you know.
What I think happens
actually, he's Swedish, isn't it? But
I think Hamzat fights another top 10, and then I think he fights the loser of Usman and Colby.
He wraps up Colby, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see him fight Colby.
He wraps up Colby. Colby thinks he's got all that conditioning and all that wrestling, bro. He will wrap up Colby, bro.
He wraps up Colby, you know.
Don't sleep on Colby, you know. I don't like him, but don't.
No, Colby's good.
No.
Colby's
I'm not even sleeping on next weekend. I got to be completely honest with you. I'm not even fully sleeping on next weekend.
If Usman comes in composed, it'll be. If basically Usman sticks his game plan, it'll be Colby. It'll be him.
Yeah. Oh, a lot to look forward to. But people, check out our socials. Check out our socials. That's what I'll say. Just check out our socials for stuff to stay updated with. Got some fun stuff coming up.
That fight's gonna be naughty.
That's not a given for Ngannou at all. You know?
We've got about 4 or 5 months to wait though. So
got a little bit a little while still.
Boy, the UFC is very, very exciting at the moment. Even Bellator, there's been some good cards on Bellator recently as well, man.
I can't lie, I don't check for Bellator. Still.
Yeah, you need to. I'm gonna
start. I ain't really watched Bellator too tough.
Yeah, I know you two don't. I'm gonna change that. We gotta do better, people. We gotta do better. We will do better. As a team, we'll do better.
Best fight of the night was the co-main, though, right? In my opinion.
Yeah. All right, them two are levels, man. You know what? I've got to hold my hands up. I thought Jan was a bit overhyped. Far
Did
from
you?
it. Yeah.
So
In round 2, I thought he was going to gas out, and I can't believe he actually got better. And then
This is what I was
thingy
gonna-
gassed
yeah,
out.
he's-
I was shocked.
He's
at
a
that.
major problem.
Yeah, you're not meant to
Serious,
be
bro.
hench and have cardio for 5 rounds. It's not meant to go like that. Yeah, he's going to take his belt back. I'm not
For
even going to
real.
lie. Jamaica stand up and all that, but I am not.
He's a problem, innit? He's a
I
problem.
am
No,
not
he's a problem,
confident
he's a
about
problem.
Sterling keeping his
The
belt.
problem
at all.
with Yan is no one else can get them. No one else can get Yan to fight at their pace. Everyone has to fight at Yan's pace. Because even like not Covington, Sandhagen, he started the fight at his pace, and then gradually as the fight went on, Yan was like, "Now it's my pace."
Yeah.
Like, and then after that, it's just done.
That
It's
was a
problem.
great fight, though.
Oh,
I really
fantastic.
enjoyed. Yeah, I really enjoyed that
Fantastic.
fight. And I felt bad for
Absolutely
Sandhagen at the end as well, because I
Same.
kind of think he knows that's it now. No more title shots. I
Oh
kinda
no,
felt bad
he'll
for him.
get title shot again.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think he
yeah,
might do. He might do.
Because
He
he's
might
not a
do.
glamour. You know what Dana's like. Because he's
No.
not glamour. I don't know if Dana will give
he's a
him
name
another
in that
shot.
division. He's a name in that division, bro. But I think of the knockouts he's had, bro. Marlon
We'll
Moraes,
see.
the knee against Frankie Edgar.
No, I'm not saying he's not good. He's great, but I'm saying he's not that glamour. You know, Dana likes the glamour in it, and I like you kind of do see people who aren't the
glamour now.
glamorous ones kind of get like pushed down a little bit, and you think, oh, okay. I don't know. We'll see.
Got great cards at the weekend. Canelo fighting as well. Canelo's gonna piece up.
Oi, I am hyped for that Canelo
Sick
fight.
fight.
Oi.
Sick fight.
I watched
Canelo-
the Showtime
Canelo
build-up
winner,
yesterday, part 1 and 2, and I was like, yeah, I'm fully invested now.
I'm
I'm
gonna
fully
be real with
invested.
you.
Canelo winner, man.
Canelo stops him in 6, I think.
Yeah, Canelo's got that.
Yeah. And I
When I
will
saw
feel
the-
bad for him, but
Yeah, when I saw
Canelo's
them have that
that
little
dude.
altercation in the press conference and Canelo slipped and hit him twice, cut his eye with
Different,
slaps.
man.
Who cuts a man's eye with
and
slap?
he slapped him as well because he thought, I'm not going to knock you out here. I need to do that when I get my belt.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Like,
Yeah, Canelo's winning that in 6.
But
I
I'm
think.
not going to lie, the story really makes me love Thingy because,
no, he's a cool guy, but
you know what I
cool
mean?
doesn't win you fights, man.
Yeah, no. But Canelo, I told you, Canelo's the best, bro.
Okay, we'll move on from that. People, as always, smash the like button if you haven't. Drifty always tries to draw me out.
Bro, I'm not trying to draw you out, brother. It's unquestionable. I know you're going to talk about meat and tainted meat and all the accusations.
When you say greatest, you mean of all time or now?
No. Of our generation, like right now,
He's
who's
saying
currently
no, innit? He's
fighting?
saying no. He's saying no.
Everyone who's currently fighting right now, Canelo's
Yeah,
the best in the world, pound for pound.
No.
Oh, currently fighting.
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt, right now,
Yeah,
pound for
say all
pound.
time.
I know Tyson Fury is like a G or whatever, but pound for pound right now, Canelo is the best fighter on the
I think
planet.
Canelo's opponents.
If
But that's a
if Crawford beats Porter, I think Crawford's the one.
Nah, I'm still going Canelo. Like, I was sitting there the other day thinking, I know it was at a catchweight, but Canelo was fighting against Mayweather, which is the only fight he lost. Like, was it 150 they fought at?
152.
152? This guy's now got the light heavyweight title. And I'm like, I mean, he's different class, Cal. I know you got a bit of issue about, but bro, the man went from fighting a welterweight to beat, man, the man's different class, bro.
He lost
Canelo's
against
just
Arismani
different
Lara
class,
as well.
bro. It's different class.
He lost
different
against
class.
Lara as well, but hey, we move, innit?
You think he lost against Triple G? So I'll take that with a pinch of salt.
Watch the Lara fight. We'll see.
you did for real.
I know Matt backs me on this one as well. That's what the wind up for Cal is.
Canelo's different class. He's different class, but I think he's also been forced.
And now he's talking in English? Oh, come on. Come on, man.
Canelo different. He's
Canelo's
different.
different, bro.
He's different.
He's
I'm
built
still going
different.
Crawford, and I think Crawford cements it if he beats Porter.
I don't think Porter's like the...
He's better than Rocky Fielding and some of the man.
No. Porter's good.
I
Don't get me
allow
wrong.
it, Carl. Allow
Don't
it.
get me wrong, Porter's good. But do you know who Porter is? Porter's a really good fighter, don't get me wrong. But he's like the Chisora of the welterweights, where beating him proves your ability, but he's never really elite himself. Does that make sense?
He's
Like,
a world champion, bro.
yeah, I know, but like,
Took Errol Spence to within like a round or two, bro. Porter's top class, bro.
I personally think Spence is a little bit overhyped, but yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up. People, as always, thank you very much for watching. I might not be on the next few shows.
Crawford beats Spence, though, right? You know that, right?
I genuinely don't know. I think that's
Don't know, but I would say so.
Okay. I'm just going to say for 5 rounds, Kel was beating Spence. I know there's all technicalities and all that, but for 5 rounds, Kel was beating Spence. I'm not saying Spence ain't good.
Evolved that we moved up.
I'm just saying. I actually like Kel Brooks, so I'm not even putting that down.
For 6 rounds, Amir Khan was beating Canelo.
That wasn't that, man. Canelo was toying with him. That's totally different, bro.
Why is it?
That's totally. But I can't believe you did that. Good night and God bless. I cannot believe that Cal tried to compare Canelo playing with his food to Kel actually winning because he was just being better.
We're gonna end it on a positive note. God. We're gonna end it on a positive note, people. We'll see you next time. Peace. Or are we?
Yeah. You know we back with it. Big Steve's on money to Don.
Anything you gonna say, Cal, before we go?
No.
All right, people.
Hey.
See you next time, people.
Have you not ended the show?
Bro.
How do you play the outro music on the show?
Is this what happens when we leave Matt in control?
Now we're gonna go, people. Matt, anything you want to say?
I don't even play the music. I just lock the tick. I Matt is all over the place.